Welcome to StarFinder, the Fragments of Eternity. It is session 21 on the 15th of April 2019. That's right, folks at home, it is my birthday. I am Ryan, the GM, and here are the players.
Hello.
Hi there.
I'm Nico. I play Zora, the Vest Captain.
Greetings. I'm Alex. I play Nix5, the android mechanic.
Hello, I am Colin. I play Lyko Quint, the sneaky, spooky boy.
Hi. I'd like
Hi.
to take a moment of your time to talk about our rat boy, Zigg. That's it. That's all I've got.
Okay, thank you.
So that was Calum playing Zigg.
Oh, that's me, Calum. My name's Calum. No, I totally forgot.
That's him.
I'm lost.
Calum.
We almost got a good intro out there. Almost.
Most professional.
I'm
We had an hour of
a little bit flustered this evening.
Mm.
I a little bit flustered.
Oh dear.
This evening.
You're welcome.
Just this evening.
Yeah,
Just this evening.
I think
That's Mr. This evening to you.
let's abridge our intro, shall we? And have a... Nico, how was your week?
My week has been worky and chilly. As in chilling.
Alex?
It was good.
Colin?
Bruh.
Calum?
Concussion, fire, and that's about it.
And here I am, 1 year older. Good, we're all caught up. So, who remembers what happened last session?
So,
We were in a dry hole.
I'm well lost.
yes, there was a lot of running around looking for Zigg. Spoke a lot to Cindy, me and Nix. Strange character. Lyko lost his bone sage.
I mean, this is all a year ago now.
We got a lead from SK where Zigg is, and then we went to go find Zigg, and then we ended up in a drow hole, the drow queen. I think that pretty much quickly sums up everything, if I remember right. Well, there was a lot of online stuff with Nix as well that I can't remember.
Okay, what about you, Alex?
Library stuff.
Oh, he clearly covered it all.
I mean, yeah.
Um,
I love how you asked me about the refresher, and I mentioned Edgar very specifically. It was primarily Edgar, the information you got about with potential Zigg.
Screw it, Edgar, Zigg, same person, right?
Lens.
Same thing at this point, right?
I'm almost offended.
Anything to add to that then, Alex?
What else did we have? We had investigations in the magical library. Didn't get anywhere.
Zigg got somewhere.
Zigg got lost. Lost
No.
and swept away.
You just lost track of where Zigg.
Technically, like,
Everyone was supposed to follow Zigg.
body napped.
So then we went and had a year on holiday.
Everybody come back with
I
a
know.
space tan.
Yep. Except Zigg.
Mhm.
Sorry.
1 year later, they turned around and went, "Oh, wait a minute, Zigg.
What happened to that rat? Yeah. And now we're locked
Been
and
pretty
loaded.
quiet."
Yeah. Pest control coming in.
Colin, anything to add?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, runaway chicken. So Cindy L got away from me. I caught up with him almost because he was catching up with them, but then I caught up with them. I didn't catch up with him. And then there was a time skip.
Yep. And Calum, anything you want to add?
Radiant Supreme may or may not have been the Radiant Supreme. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm scared. I'm lost. I'm somewhere. I'm captured, probably, maybe. Who knows? Where or when Zigg is.
stay tuned next week.
At this point, who knows who Zigg is? We're like, woof. Cool.
Yeah. I think if we were following everyone's timelines for this show, Ziggs would just look like how he tries to sign his name. So he's probably in the most glittery marker pen he can find.
Oh yes.
Hells yeah.
Oh, can I buy one of those? I never even thought of that. Nom.
What, like a glittery marker pen?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like maybe they've just slowly anything shiny they've found along the way. Like, you know, they're in their, I don't know, space petrol garage, and they're like, an offer on the shiny pens, the glitter gel pens or some shit. I'm pretty sure Zora be like, oh, remember that time we had a rat friend? He'd have liked this. I'll have this, please.
I'll take 10.
It's just the box of them. So yeah, I don't know what you're writing on with these space pens, but yeah.
There's tinsel at the end of them. Absolutely tinsel.
Festive space pens. Oh dear. But yeah, so all that is accurate. We're going to open on Zigg. Why not?
Hi there.
So, lots of glowing orange, warm, enveloping light as you love. Like waking up
Yay.
inside the sun without the incredible pain.
Ah.
Yep.
That's what Zigg does.
And then you start to blink a bit. And then everything starts to focus. And you feel the stone of a floor under your feet. And you find yourself in a very familiar hall. It is the entrance hall of the monastery. Yes.
Yeah. I think Zigg would kind of like rub his eyes and just look around, and he's very very confused.
Yep. And like as the kind of like almost pins and needles effect kind of wears off, yeah, it mostly again comes into view, and you're back in that kind of solar temple building.
Mm.
What do you do?
I think not suring how to feel about it, because the kind of familiarity of the place is probably a little bit comforting, but then interlaced with what's previously happened in said place. I think you just take like a few cautious steps forward and just follow the corridor.
You can just give me 2 seconds.
Or hall.
I'm just gonna try and edit something just now.
All of Zigg's stats, so easy.
I mean, Zigg has been putting in some fucking flyer miles, right? Where are the characters? There they are.
Runaway train and I'm never coming back. Boop 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 boop.
And where are we? Here. I think this will work. I'll need to put everybody else on this map so everybody else can see as well, though, because it's a bit crap if nobody else can see. I'll just dump you all on as well. 2 seconds, guys.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it should be fine. And let's see if this actually works, or I'll need to re-edit the whole map. Dun 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 dun.
Ba 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 ba.
I can see.
Cool. So
I can see clearly now. The egg is there.
So you appear here as the room comes into focus.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I think I think if I'm looking kind of this way, I think he'd turn around and just look at the egg slash artifact in his head.
Yeah.
And I think he'd try and just kind of reach out to it,
Mm-hmm.
kind of half mentally, half putting his hand out.
Yeah, and it's the same as before. Remember when you were in on your graduation day, and you went there the night before
Kind of
graduation?
meditating there.
Yeah, and it's that same kind of almost weird tingly feeling that you get when you're about to kind of connect to something clearly like powerful.
I think you'd take the kind of like a deep breath and almost kind of like a relieved sort of, because it's that kind of like warm, familiar feeling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I think he'd just sit down and just close his eyes, and you know when you kind of like, when you wake up from like a really bad dream, and then you just kind of sit there, and then you actually feel fine,
Mm-hmm.
and then you just kind of like close your eyes and go, I can relax now, it's fine. I think he does that. He just kind of sits down.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you kind of just like maybe back against the pillar that you're up at, and kind of just slump there. Yeah. So what's going through Zigg's head at that point?
I think actually, for a change, a lot of just nothingness. I think it's kind of this weird sort of sense of well-deserved peace. Because everything's been like all go all the time, and I think he's just kind of had enough of dealing with actual thought, and it's that kind of just neither pleasant nor unpleasant emptiness of mind, almost.
The roll perception for me.
Will do. Oh, whoops. Doesn't matter. Perception.
Percepti.
You hear footsteps approaching.
Can I hear from like what direction they're coming from, or is it?
Oh yeah. From
Okay.
underneath you. No.
I hate you. I don't really. Happy birthday, by the way. I don't think I actually wished you a happy birthday today.
Thank
I
you.
meant to, but I didn't.
Thank you.
I don't think I did. If I did, then happy birthday again.
Thank you again. It's appreciated, but this way, the way I'm pinging on the map.
Okay. I think he, like, you know, his ears would do that little twitch thing, you know, when you hear something. And he wouldn't get up, but he'd, like, just slowly kind of open his eyes and glance, like, over in that direction. Like, not specifically moving his head to turn, but just, like, kind of looking out the corner of his eyes. To see if he can see who may or may not be approaching. Oh, it's my boy!
Okay, Rumple. So yeah,
I think,
he
yeah.
kind of very quickly shuffles over. Your wonderful Radiant Supreme, that everybody obviously knows and
No.
loves.
Yeah. I think Zigg would definitely like stand up to like attention, like, you know.
Yeah, and he actually like rushes over as best he can and like puts like his hands on your shoulders, like quite firmly, and then like helps you up, and is doing that kind of checking you over, thing. So obviously, if you've got any damage of any kind or whatever, you should be like fully back to normal, just so as you know.
Oh, good.
Mm.
Not updated anything since there. Oh, excellent.
Yes.
Cool. Thanks.
And he kind of hear him in his watery voice again, that very kind of weird, kind of doddering old man voice of, "Good, you have made it." And he's kind of looking you over, and he's like, "In one piece."
How did I get here?
And he just gives you a look when you ask that question, and it's one of those cookie old man looks of, "I'm not going to answer that."
Of course.
As if don't ask questions to which none of us would be satisfied with the answer. Is the look that you get? Yeah.
I think Zigg would actually just like wait for the reply, just that moment slightly too long that the silence is a bit almost on the verge of uncomfortable for, you know, people who don't like silence. And he'd I think he'd be trying to, at this point, kind of remember, like, you know, kind of when you go to sleep and you kind of forget the moments before you actually fell asleep.
Yeah.
I'm kind of imagining that's what his experience in the sort of vault place would have been like. So he's kind of like trying to scramble to get his thoughts back together. And
Can you roll another perception for me as well?
yep.
Cool. You get the feeling just by looking at him. He looks older than the last time you see him. That's it. Like, he just looks like an older version of himself.
Okay.
Mm.
I think Zigg would be kind of taken aback, but he didn't, you know, wouldn't want it to be rude, saying, "Oh man, you look old."
Mm-hmm.
I need to go.
And keep in mind what else is in this room with you. You know.
Oh yeah. I was like, how did you retrieve? How's no, that's not what he would say at all. He never used the word retrieve. That's what Calum would say. How did you retrieve said item?
It's a quest
He'd be
item. I
like-
can't delete it from my inventory.
You got the artifact back,
And
and he'd point at it like really obviously.
yeah, and he, like, the Radiant Supreme just looks at you like, back? What do you mean back? Or back? What do you mean back? It's the voice, obviously.
Wasn't it taken?
And he kind of looks quite upset by that. And then he's like, no. And then he, like, his expression changes very quickly, and he moves a bit closer, and he says to you, "Perhaps it's best we don't speak of things yet to come."
Zigg kind of like kind of cocks his head to one side. And I quite like the you know, the image of that sort of like corridor, like zoom move thing the camera does, where a corridor gets like really long and thing. That sort of like image.
I call it a vertigo zoom, but I think there's an
vertigo
actual,
zoom.
there is a term.
There's an
for
actual
it.
name for it,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it is. I just know what the mechanics of it are.
Yeah.
Pardon me.
It's where you I think you either zoom in or zoom out and move the camera the opposite way
Yes.
to achieve an effect. Yeah.
Yep.
So if you zoom in and pull the camera back at the same speed, it does the effect, or if you do the opposite, it does the same thing. But
Yes.
yeah, it's a really cool effect. I like it.
It's excellent. Yeah, and Zigg could just look at the Radiant Supreme and be like, "What?"
And then
I know, anticlimactic for all that.
no,
build-up,
I like
but-
it. And I guess he grips you like your shoulder, and he's like, "It's best you don't stay in this time too long. Let's get you on your way to when you should be." And he kind of like nods, like very understandingly, even if nothing actually makes any sense.
Oh, I'm going to say something I've always wanted to say. When am I? Except as Zigg. But when am I?
Oh, Zigg got very breathy there.
It's because I'm trying to hold back the like that Calum's having.
Okay. And
You're
yeah,
lucky I don't have a webcam on right now.
are we
Oh
lucky
my.
though, or do our Patreons get just that type of treatment? Everybody like, subscribe, and send us money, please. Nah, we're kidding on, of course, but yeah, money. The Radiant Supreme gives you whatever the date would be, I guess. That lets you know that this is before you ever join the temple.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So this is long before you joined the temple.
I think Zigg would definitely feel his heart rate increase slightly and be a little bit anxious and a bit twitchy. I think his eyes would be like darting around the room a bit more, trying to see like discrepancies within the room to what he would have like been used to, and comparing it and seeing.
Yeah, weirdly, all
Whatever
your
differences
friends are at
are-
the other side of the room for some reason. They've just been standing there. It's a bit awkward.
Oh, hi guys.
But yeah, so yeah, I think with that, like the Radiant Supreme just starts walking. I'm assuming you follow him as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he's
I think he'd wait a minute, like he would see him walk away, and then take that like, go. Oh wait, no, now I'm alone, and kind of like scurry up next to him after.
Mhm. And then if we move Iridy's perspective, dum 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 dum, you guys can all go down to the corridor. Oh, I've made him bigger.
Ooh,
Supreme.
I was gonna say, oh, you beat me to it.
Do you guys want to be in the corridor as well? Good. I'll just move you.
Do it.
Guess I'll just put you
Do
up
it
here.
now.
Do it, Anakin.
Yeah, I'll move this perspective over. So yeah, he's walked down to the corner, and he puts you in the circle, and then yeah, starts casting a very familiar spell. It's very reminiscent of the one that he was casting last time
Mm-hmm.
in the vault. That is.
Yes. I think he'd look to him and be like, with the kind of intention to ask, is there anything I should know before? And then like get like cut off there.
Yeah, like maybe like you kind of just are letting everything process, and you're kind of in that deep thought pose mentally, and then
Yeah. And
as
then he
soon
goes,
as yeah,
oh wait, that question.
yeah, is there anything I should? And then
Yeah.
and the word maybe the word ask is just what fills up a dark room when you appear at the other side, and we fade out of you there.
Ooh.
So yeah,
I'm sure.
I know maybe the next leap is the leap home.
Oh no. Oh no.
Quantum Zigg.
Don't.
The
Don't.
the Zigg of Solace. Yeah, anyway. Absolutely terrible. Meanwhile, guys,
Yeah.
pretty sure we have stuff to do, right? Let me just...
Oh,
I
yeah.
shoot the queen.
No, but really, I shoot the queen.
No, but really,
I
I should.
shoot the queen.
But I did not shoot the deputy.
I shot
Sorry,
the queen.
the depute.
But I did not shoot the deputy. Didn't do it.
We better shooting stars for everybody at home.
You gotta shoot them there stars. Or how else will they be shot?
Let me just adjust everybody's mappings. And we had the wonderful Drow Queen and the wonderful guy that's usually with her, and then a whole lot of these guys. Because mutton chops were the style at the time.
This was the style at the time.
And yeah,
Yeah, heavily outnumbered.
So, can everybody roll initiative?
We are heavily outnumbered.
I know I don't say it often, but
Roll initiative.
What is this initiative?
Initiative is how you pronounce it, actually.
Oh.
Pronounced initiative.
also,
Oh, I don't seem to be added.
did you click on your token and roll it?
I did not.
Then
You
roll
want me to
again.
redo?
Yeah.
Step up, Captain.
Fucking. Oh, fucking osteopaths. That's who I blame for this.
Okay. Like,
You bone doctor bastards.
I mean, out of all
I'm
the
into
people, yeah, out of all the people.
I know it's good.
They started it.
So I would like you all to know that we are heavily outnumbered.
I am the numbers.
You are the numbers. Go get them.
Good fucking show. Just listen. I've got my sniper rifle. It's okay.
It's true, actually.
So, I do
I've
believe
got a plasma cannon.
we.
Very little cover in this place.
Let's see. Where is the?
Where is the love?
Yeah.
Alive.
So I believe the last line was something along the lines of "We have guests," and then this happens. Is this, and then probably that. I'll move the camera angle up. So ta-da happens with her, and she vanishes
Oh.
in a horrible, massive, black kind of like smoke, vapor, and tentacles that come out, and she seems to step into the shadows. Reminiscent to maybe that portal those goblins went through that time, Zora.
God damn space goblins.
Damn filthy goblins.
We're all gonna die.
We are gonna be fine.
Well,
No, if there's goblins.
yeah.
We're gonna be fine. We're probably not gonna be fine, but we're gonna be fine.
Yeah, sure. There'll be something, right?
Cool. Chicken tonight.
Alright, let me roll my initiative now.
Yeah, I had a bad initiative roll. That's maybe not so good as well. Oh, they beat me by 0.3, come on. Oh, that guy beat me by 0.3.
And then what's the other?
0.3 that.
And actually click on the thing. Oofed.
So, out of all those upgrades, Nix,
Mm-hmm.
what one of them kills a lot of Dark Elves?
That'll be the plasma cannon.
Okay, good stuff, man. Good stuff. I'd like to hear it, man.
2 seconds, so I just move these sheets out the way.
I mean, if I can actually hit something, I can at least do damage. Because I've got a bit better at a gun now.
What is our range? Did we find range again?
And let me just move back down to you guys. Because this is a big map.
It's a big map, to be honest with you, Linus.
Jesus Christ, it is big.
Yeah.
That's what she said. although I'm just in range.
Though all.
I'm in range.
I'm just in range of the guy up the top.
It's like, why
I'm
not
at
to do
range of
all?
this guy. So,
Quint the wall.
I'm one movement for being able to shoot like the guy like up to here. There.
Fucking knee
Obviously.
movement from it, so long as I aim.
But obviously there's cover and things blocking the way, maybe? Is this walkable floor?
Maybe. It was still a dream.
Bow, 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 bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
Actually, no, let's not get our funding pulled.
I used to read Word Up magazine.
Because
Salt
you
and
were that
paper
cool.
and DVD up in the limousine.
So what's the plan here next?
I I am going to shoot someone.
Yes.
I like shit.
Start with the closest ones.
Yeah. What range have I got? I think I should have enough range for killing them. If roll 20 wasn't slow. 80 feet.
That's why they call it slow 20.
No,
What range are we in?
You're welcome.
There we go.
nobody's welcome.
I am going to use my move action to set up combat tracking on him.
Okay.
Right, okay,
cool.
I'll pip him then. I don't know what we did for combat tracking, so that can do for now.
Get him pepped.
And then I'm going to shoot him.
Cool. Any range bands I need to care about?
No, easier within range.
Cool. I feel like I should have like a GM screen with me, just in general. Where's my GM screen? There we go. Since we're in combat for a change.
This is so rare.
I know. That's why I thought I'd go big this time.
And or go home.
Yeah. Well, the idea is to go big to get people to
bigger,
go home. Yeah. So,
And this will be...
Get big homes.
So, do you reckon we should run this one? Do you think we should just focus on one at a time?
I'll have
I'm gonna snipe the big guy at the back. Just so you know.
Conqueror Yellow Star. It's
Yep.
such a fucking great name, isn't it? Alright, so is that a 20 to hit?
That's a 20 to hit.
And,
Yes.
it's EAC, yeah?
Yep.
That hits.
And fire.
Yes.
So is that 14 damage or is it 3 and 4?
That is...
Or is it just like
7.
7 of dual
It's
type?
both. Dual type.
So does it mean 7 of energy? Or 7 of electric, sorry, and 7 of fire?
Let me just see.
Because
how
there's a question I have for you straight away.
I thought, was it not? It counts
thought
as
it was
whatever's
just like a
better
dual
or something.
I thought it was like
No.
that as well. It just
So it's like 7 damage, but whatever one matters.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's an impression.
Okay, so long as I'm just
Okay.
tracking 7 or 14 is all I really need to know.
It's 7 damage.
Yeah, I thought so.
Uh,
I thought
Yeah, because
just-
if you look at like
yeah,
low level
it's-
guns, they'll have like 4 damage, and then they'll have 4-1 that's 2 attack types. They'll usually be slightly higher level to get the attack types.
Yeah.
So if you want to bypass like fire resistance and stuff like that as well and stuff, would be handy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh sure.
And... Okay. Right. What else you got?
that is my turn.
Cool. Mark your charges, etc., etc. This guy gets smacked with that. He is less than pleased, as you can imagine.
I hope he feels bad.
Good.
End of turn.
End of turn.
Whop.
Okay. See. How'd I ping again?
Hold down left click.
Oh, it's because I've got things selected.
Ah.
Sorry, my bad.
Got the ruler. The ruler.
Right, the guy below me in the turn order.
Yes.
He is in range, let me just demonstrate. Again, for convenience sake. At 235 feet, I have 250 with sniper rifle.
Yes.
So I'm going to aim as move,
Right.
and I'm going to shoot him with a fucking sniper rifle.
Yeah, go for it. I'm excited.
I like your style. That's I like your style.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he was already aiming at the queen, so he only has to move slightly to the left.
That's not bad.
What's this against? CAC or EAC? It's CAC,
It'll be
isn't it?
CAC. Let me just double check
Um,
that. Because, yeah, it's physical, so it's CAC.
Physical.
Physical, indeed.
Um,
Me physical army. It is very good. It's very pure sang.
that misses.
It misses!
Yeah.
Fucking fuck.
Oh my god. I'm never going to hit a thing in this fight.
Alex, what were you posting there? Sorry, I have so many screens up.
So I was just actually putting in the rules FAQ. Half the damage is of one type, half it is of the other type.
Okay, cool. So I was right, it is the 3 and 7.
Yes. 3 and 4.
That's what I mean, yeah. think I was
Yes.
trying to say 3 of 7, but then stopped because
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
too bored.
5 of 9.
Yeah.
Just didn't want to, steal that extra damage.
Nope, it's fine.
Wait, what?
They don't specifically have like resistance to anything specific at those
Cool.
points. Otherwise, that'd have been obvious at it. It's like
Yep.
you've seen the sparks, but you didn't see the flame. But yeah. So what happens is you line up the shot. Obviously, you were on the throne, obviously at first, and then she vanishes into tentacle darkness, which obviously is great, and then appears, or doesn't appear, I should say, like just disappears, I should say, and then you just move your scope over, fire at him, quite shiny boy, actually, isn't he?
So, guys, you need more than 20 to hit him.
And as you pull the trigger, you go, pull the trigger, bullet fires. We do that cool thing where it follows the shot, as if the camera moves faster than the bullet and goes over the guy's shoulder, and then you just see him pull his sword up, and you see the spark off the sword.
We're dealing with a manga.
And then he points the sword at you, and then the camera zooms all the way back to you, being like, "Fuck, that was a 20."
Yes.
Anything else, Quint?
That's my turn.
It's his turn.
This is me.
So, let me see what he actually does. I think he barks some orders is the first thing he does.
In Drow?
Yeah,
Swahili.
he does. He barks orders in Drow.
Which we all understand.
Some of us do speak that,
Did you not pick that up in the year that we knew we were going to fight them?
I did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I said some of us do speak that.
Oh, good. Sorry.
I didn't realise it was all of us. Is it all of us?
Right, cool.
I think we were prepared for it.
So he barks orders, and then let's see these guys. Yeah, so those guys. Dun 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 dun. Technically, there. Yeah, I don't like the maths in this just now. Dun 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 dun. I can go there and there. And then I guess I'll just dash in. And then, as his move, he'll go up to the throne, push a button.
We are standing very close together.
It is what it is.
There's no cover here. It's so bad.
Right. That's his go. It's their go. Right. Let's just go from left to right. And
Let the shooting begin.
this is going to be against Alex, because obviously this one...
Why? I did nothing.
What was it, a plasma cannon? You plasma
Yep, okay.
cannoned this guy?
Okay.
So it's this guy here. Also, I need to move the map. Here we go.
I just like these to know, by the way, I can't move this turn.
Why?
Because I need to get my armour up. Which is my move action.
Right, so first shot against Alex from
Yep.
that guy, and it is WAP. What's your EAC?
My EAC is 20.
So yeah, that's irrelevant. Also, is the green your shield?
I have got my shield up, yes.
No, I mean so we've got the circles
Sorry.
on your token. What are these in relation to?
Green is stamina, red is HP, blue is resolve.
Cool, that does make
Yes.
sense. I'm just kind of catching my brain up.
That makes
I was
sense,
like,
yes.
where's the AC? That's fine. Cool. So that doesn't hit. That's fine. And then he is gonna take cover. And then next guy in is probably just gonna shoot you as well. Let's face it, he's gonna follow suit. Only he's gonna full attack because he ain't gonna move, he ain't a pussy bitch. And then any of them hit you? A 15 or an 8?
Sorry, I can't actually see your rolls.
That's why I'm saying a 15 or an 8.
Oh yeah. No.
Okay. He can't do anything else. He's going to stay put. Next guy in. And he's probably just going to shoot. I mean, to be fair, this half is probably just going to shoot you.
That seems reasonable.
Yeah. A 19, does that hit you?
Nope.
Okay. And then he's going to move for some cover. And
I'm
then,
glad I upgraded my armor.
And then, yeah, definitely. But like, aren't you like almost a walking war machine now?
Yes.
Pretty much is, man.
My
Yeah.
armor did say that it makes me a foot taller as well, so I am a Zora height.
That's amazing.
Oh my god, you're actually turning yourself into a Vesk.
This is against
I'm getting my rat back.
our.
You got a tail yet?
Oh,
This is against our.
I mean, you're
resident
already
spooky
an
boy.
honourable Vesk, you might as well go all the way.
28 hits you, Colin.
28 hits me.
No,
20!
it's
Oh,
hits
Colin.
me, yeah.
this is Colin.
Sorry.
Right, so it was also a crit.
Oh, fucking hell.
So it's 16 plus 1d6 with burn, which is 3.
No.
Okay.
So it's 16 damage, which is fire, I believe, because it's a laser pistol, and then it's 3 burn damage, and we established you do take that on your turn, and is
Yep.
every turn. And you save at the end of your turn, is it, or the start? I forget.
Let me
Yeah,
Did we throw it in the
I feel like,
FAQ section?
I hope we did. But that was
Crit
against
benefit.
Okay.
that was
I'm
this,
on 9 stamina points.
that was this guy, by the way, just in case you want revenge on him, Lyko.
Thank you.
And then this next guy is probably going to have... These last two are going to be on Zora, let's face it. And this guy's going to full attack on Zora. An 8 and an 18. Any of them hit your EAC?
One hit.
Cool,
Yeah,
it's
I've got 17.
cool. It's 9 fire damage.
8 fire damage, okay.
And then the last guy is going to do the exact same. Because he's way out of range for that, isn't he? Let's see. Yeah, way out of range. Just double check that. Yeah. He'll just do this.
So is the guy at combat track stepped off?
Yeah. He's if you can't see him.
Yep.
He's no longer in sight then.
Cool.
Yeah, and the next full attack just misses you, so a bunch of laser blasts fly past you again and hit the wall behind you.
Okay.
Let's see. Also, just for dramatic effect, they hit the door panel. And seal that behind you. Right. And I'll make the turns of everything else. Let's
Fire up again, the combat track, I'll change my HPs.
just
Is it
move all
actually?
this.
I think I've changed it at all.
And then- I think this is everything I need to do. Is there anything else I need to move? Probably not. Actually, no, I'm lying. There's other things I need to move. I should just see pings off in the distance. Yeah, that looks about right. Good. Yep, that's them done. Zora.
Okay. Tune, solar attunement. Let's go solar.
Come on, Zora, let's go solar.
Sorry, I forgot what day one after.
Nothing.
I will activate the armor, I suppose, because I want every AC I can get.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're not like fucking War Machine here.
Right, so what would do? We click here that and activate that. And then I guess I'll just shoot right now because that's my move action. I'll shoot the one that Nick shot, I guess.
Can you see the
Can you
one?
see him from your angle?
Is this like cover or whatever, or not?
Let's 1 second. Control L. You can't see the one that Nick shot from where you are.
He's ran off to the side, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'd
So I'll shoot this guy here.
did combat tracking fall off when he went out of your sight?
I think we've had that discussion before.
Yeah.
And I believe yes.
Okay, cool.
But
Yeah, I'll shoot this guy instead of this fella.
Cool. That's the one I think that shot Colin. Yeah. Or Lyko, I should say.
Which one is it?
The one
The one
closest,
closest,
technically.
closest.
I
Yeah,
guess.
it's like, why am I not pinging? Oh, I've got it says thing.
That's fine.
This dude, yeah.
Also, because you picked grey on this map, that's why.
No, I had the wrong thing selected.
I'm just gonna do a normal attack, not none of this full attack nonsense. That's a miss, man. Wow.
Yeah, it's,
What is these terrible rolls?
you're getting flashbacks to.
I'm getting
Goblins.
flashbacks to the fucking goblins indeed. And that's my turn.
Come on, Zora.
No, in fact, I'm swifty
Oh.
prone. Swifty prone, actually.
Okay. Give
Why not?
yourself the, I guess the foot maybe. Yeah, the foot icon.
Yeah.
And type Swift
I'll
prone.
type in
Aye.
swifty prone. I'll type in.
Okay, then we'll charge up the hyper mega cannon.
yeah, I think I'm gonna dash across or run across to there,
Okay, yep.
walk across to there.
Yeah. Casually stroll in battle.
That's what I measured, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Cool. And then take a shot at
Is it 35 you can move? Yeah.
30. That was right. Did I
Uh,
go one too far?
Yeah, it's 35.
Oh, right.
It's okay.
Yep, take a shot at this boy standing there.
Oh, yeah.
Roll big. Roll big.
I did not roll big.
Oh man.
I did not roll big at all.
But
I
it
bet.
doesn't use
Click
ammo when it
that.
misses,
It does not use ammo when it misses.
which is nice.
It's handy. You just see the plasma shot disappear back into the gun. Impressive.
It fires, misses, and goes whoop back in.
That did not work. And then I shall also swift to prone.
Okay.
Snacked up against this wall.
Right. Lyko.
I can't seem to see where I make the save. Is it the end of the turn?
I'm sure we definitely had this chat. Like I just can't remember what the outcome of it was.
It's in the rules FAQ. 2 seconds. And then takes 2 burn damage each round until the fire is put out. That's on page 11 of the book.
2? Wait, what?
No, you take 3. It
Sorry.
was just in that example.
Yeah, I take
Yeah,
two.
it's the
that's-
example.
Okay.
I'm reading.
Oh, in fact, no. Didn't we? Do you roll it every time? Was that not it, or was it just?
No,
It's
you
just-
roll it once.
Ah.
Because then if other people set you more on fire, I
Mhm.
think it's stacked.
Surely the saves rules should be somewhere.
Yep.
Because this is important, obviously, for like.
I should take burning anyway, so I should be down to 6 stamina, right?
Well, you
Yep,
might. I think
it's-
you. Yeah, you might have to take it and then save. But I'd like to know. I'm currently looking through the book just now. 'Cause
I'm looking at the condition cards. You take fire damage at the beginning of your turn each round. Damage from multiple sources is cumulative. You can attempt a reflex saving throw to remove this condition at the end of your turn.
And the end
It's
of
10.
reflex.
Yep, 10 plus the fire damage you took that round.
13. Okay, that's not
Or you
too
can
hard.
spend a full action to roll around on the ground.
Okay, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going
Thank
to
you.
take I'm just going to take the chance. I'm going to use my move to reload.
So you're a spooky boy on fire. So you're a Knight Rider.
Yeah, but I still like the idea
much.
that you're just. You mean Ghost Rider?
And
right?
see the
Ghost
guy
Rider,
that
yeah.
shot me?
Aye.
Having reloaded, he's within range. I don't need to snipe for a
Ooh.
call. So
I mean,
I'm just going to shoot him.
sure. Like,
Yeah,
I don't know how.
the sniping mechanic is you need to aim to get the full range, and the full range is the one stated next to sniper, or sniping, or whatever it is. the keyword.
What's your your everyday range?
It's a good question. Actually, I can't recall.
What's the sniper?
It's the Shirin Eye, is it?
Shouldn't I? 70 feet.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah, he's in that. That's easy.
Okay. Let me just. Oh yeah, I've got it in the thing anyway. I should remember. Okay. Boom. Oh, should have stated first.
No, that's fine.
Please tell me it's 25 hits. I'm right.
It does, yeah. Against either. So that's 6 piercing, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
Yeah, you're not fighting like her goddamn handmaiden. Do you know what I mean? You're fighting somebody.
Mooks.
Yeah. But then we know what that did to our captain. So I like
Try
the
to
idea,
put the big guns this
I like
time.
the idea that you like as you like do that reload as your shoulders and stuff are burning, and you hear the ka-chink, the round flies out to the side, and then you just like hip fire at that guy. Just kind of funky.
Is it a bonus to shooting that you get from prone or something? Is that, or is it just to
It's
be
a plus
shot at?
4 to AC.
Right, to be
Against
shot at.
being shot,
Right,
but
yeah,
then
yes,
they
try
get
to-
like bonuses to stab.
if they try and stab you. Right.
Yes.
Um,
You get very stabbed.
you know what? I'm going to use my swift to go prone.
Everybody drop.
Prone boys.
Everybody do the drop.
It's the foot symbol, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. So
Where
they
is
run
the
at you and
foot? Is it
stab
the
you.
ninja. Okay, it's the Foot Clan. Anyway,
Go ninja,
Uh,
go ninja, go.
go ninja, go. And I will attempt to put myself out, or save rather against it, I should say. So it was reflex.
Reflex save.
That's so weird. Running away from the fire.
I believe in you.
13 is the difficulty class, so
Yeah, well done.
me on fire.
No longer on fire.
That's my turn.
Not bad. The going prone is you just rolling about, though.
Yeah, it does make
Yeah.
sense. I mean, like, it's so weird though because you can spend an action to put it out, or you can attempt to put it out. So, is it just like you spend an action and that means you've guaranteed
Yeah.
that you're able
Yes,
to
you
do
can.
that?
You get
Well, keep
Yeah.
in mind
So
that
it's
the
like-
damage you might have taken from that could have been like 16 fire damage each turn, right?
Yeah, so it would be one.
Yeah.
So it's interesting just to think that the two it makes sense for them to be mechanically different, but it's very weird in universe for them to be different.
Yeah, but it's rules, right? This is a rules-heavy system for combat.
Rule's gonna rule.
That's Lyko done.
Lyko out.
This guy's go again. Things happen. And we're all happy about it. Let me just make sure this happens in the right way. Dum, 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 dum. And let's see. Yeah, that's fine. And there you go. Okay, so let's just go from right to left. Just why the hell not? On Zora, this is a full attack, and we'll take 4 off this. Yeah, is that right? So
See
yep.
2 seconds. I think so.
a 23 and a 3 is what I rolled, so it's still a hit and a miss, right?
Hit and a miss, aye.
Cool. 2 fire damage.
Cool.
It's just nothing. Yeah, they rolled the worst they could have on their
That's not
attack.
bad.
Yeah, the one that missed actually rolled 5 fire damage, so I'm kind of gutted about that.
I'm kind of happy, to be honest.
Understandable. Next guy is also going to go against you, but he is going to make a. Oh, he's going to make his way forward, making my way downtown, and then
To be honest.
take a wee shot at Zora. Fwapwa! That's a crit.
Oh my god.
Oh dear. 17 damage and 6 burn.
Oh my god. Please stop.
You're back on fire, my friend. You're the most flammable lizard I know.
Oh,
It's because he's very dry. It's not one of those amphibious ones.
No. That is a beast
please
of a hit.
stop burning me.
I mean, these guys are not insignificant, right? This is a tough fight.
Well, I'll call that burn, right? We'll say that's burn.
You take the burn at the start of your turn, though.
Oh, there we go. Just put that on you.
So,
Heard that.
oh, that actually helps.
But yeah.
Our Vesk is on fire.
Yeah, I've had that playing in my head for a minute now. Yeah, so that was,
I tell you that.
as I said, overall it was 17 damage for the hit and then the 6 burn damage on top of it. So you got that, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to take the 6 burn damage like straight away.
Burn 6 is what we say, yeah. So may as well just type it in chat.
Burn 6.
Right,
Toasty.
next one in's probably going to have a go at Lyko, because obviously
What a bitch.
they're going to probably do full attack, let's face it. An 11, obviously -4 still on top of this, so it's an 11, ain't going to hit, but
No.
a crit will. And that is 14 damage and 4 burn.
Fucking hell.
Laser pistol,
Okay.
or laser rifles I should say, man. They're deadly.
Stop the crits!
I am in less than half health.
Maybe you
Everybody's
should.
Oh god.
Maybe you should focus fire, guys. Also,
Yeah.
look into what you can do with resource points, Colin. That's going to be.
Resolve.
That's the one.
Yeah. I always forget they exist.
Yeah, me too.
Same.
Because
I even use them. I don't even know if I can use them.
My-
I don't even know how to use them.
Well,
I need to find
you should learn. So it'd be a
I
good
should
time to
probably
learn.
find it.
Next guy over is probably going to go for the what do you call him? Let's go down here and then still shoot because we're not in range yet. Wah-wah! A 14 does not hit you, so that's fine. You're okay there, Nix. And then
Yes.
what can this guy actually see? Let's see. That's not the one I wanted. That's what I wanted. Yeah. So this guy around the corner is going to have a wee pot shot at our captain. And faux 27 -4 still hits, so 9 fire damage to you, Zora.
Okay, that's me and technically. Yeah.
And then this guy steps out and has a shot at our android man. 26, that probably hits. So it's a 22,
Yes.
because it is
Done.
-4. It's a 22.
Yep. Yeah.
6
Oh,
fire
just
damage.
kidding. That's cool.
So, Zora. I believe that's 6 fire damage.
That's me hot already. That's not good.
Have we damaged any of these guys? Probably that one hanging around the corner.
One guy or something has been damaged.
I know, you've damaged.
Well, 2 guys
Yeah,
have been.
We've got that boy. That one. Okay. Should we focus on killing that one then?
Can you see that one?
I can. This is
Yeah, this is the floor, by the way. This is just a glass floor
Yeah.
with some weird pulsing thing inside it.
There is no cover. Right, well, I suppose straight away, I guess. Just do that. Yeah, I mean, if they stand up, they just stay prone here and shoot. I'm feeling that I just stay here and prone and shoot because I don't want to get close to that. That's
And you are getting a benefit from it, so.
yeah. It's not really helped me much, mind you. I'm still getting hit like crazy.
Yeah, but what you did was
Yeah,
you challenged the dice, didn't you? So you're like, we'll give
Shoot that
give Ryan an
guy.
extra wee -4. Ryan only crits now. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna shoot that guy. That pinged. The guy that's been hot already.
What guy was that, sorry? The guy on the glass floor? Aye. You miss.
Oh my god, stop it, I'm missing. You stupid lizard man.
Why are you so bad with a rifle? Like,
Why am I so bad at rolling? That's what I want to know.
it's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to just start eating people, I think. Just cannibalism.
just bite. I think that's my turn. That's
Uh,
just
do a reflex save.
oh yeah, I get it. Reflex save. Probably fail this because it's my worst save actually.
It's got a 16.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, fail. So I take 6 of my damage.
No, you've taken it on this turn, don't you? So you don't.
Yeah,
I know,
you
but
take
I'm
it at
gonna
the start
take
of your
this-
turn.
I'm going to take
Yeah.
it again.
Aye. Cool. Next.
I will put combat tracking on that guy.
Okie dokie. Whop. I think I'm just gonna pip it green. I think that's more obvious, isn't it?
Yep.
Until
And
people start poisoning people.
then shoot. And it's
What action was that again to put self out?
It was like a full action or some shit, was it that?
it's a full action. Yep.
Jeez.
Just 6 damage to him.
You do indeed.
I'm assuming that hits. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks pretty fucked up. Was it fucking plasma cannon hitting into him?
Always bring the big toys.
Happy where you are?
I can't do anything else.
Lyko.
Okay.
So I think you've got. You're burning as well.
I take 4 damage,
Yep.
so I'm in 12.
Oh god.
I'm doing 12 health. I would burn it out.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna use my full action to put self out. On fire.
Did you look into resolve points?
None seem relevant.
You can use it to stabilize when you're down.
Okay.
Yeah, staying in the fight,
Or to proc
regain stamina
abilities, yeah.
outside of fights. It's not relevant to what I'm in at the moment. Okay, that is my turn.
Cool. Understanding. Yep. Okie dokie. So, let me see. Give me a second.
I'm really not sure how much use I can actually be in this fight. I seem to be so squishy.
I seem to be almost dead and not hitting.
My shield's almost gone down.
So
Oh,
Zigg,
dear.
how you feeling?
Little stressed.
Yeah, just a
Not
little
gonna
bit.
lie. Just a little stressed out boy over here.
What I didn't tell you is I've got you a gift, a new party.
Nick 6 is ready to go.
A fully armed and operational Nix. You'll be quite ready when your friends arrive.
So you're saying I can switch sides?
Sides. Really? What's a side? I'm looking for a specific melee weapon. Where are you? Okay, I found it. And what is the range on this thing? Okay. So, I think
It's the love.
I can go here. So you can go there. Okay, I need to actually move him. There, and then he's going to whip his hair back and forth with his standard tacklash at Zora. What bonuses do I get for Zora being on the ground?
So Zora takes a -4 to AC.
Okay, cool.
Oh, good. 14.
Alright, cool. This hits 4 slashing damage.
Ow.
As you get
Ow.
whipped by like a serrated metallic whip thing.
That is not cool.
Nah.
That's not cool, man. I'm on like 19 HP.
Oh fuck! I was wrong. They are operative weapons to begin with. Oh well. I mean, we would have homebrewed it, but
What are up
Sorry.
buttons, sorry?
you know,
Yeah, I know.
you know.
I know.
Now I know.
Oh, you know now.
Oh.
Right, okay. So this guy in the background is probably going to have a shot at, well, let's face it, probably Zora. Probably going to edge forward because they seem to be getting the advantage. And then... what is your...
18.
It's 18. So 21 minus 4 misses?
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes, it does not. 17.
Just?
Oh.
Yeah, you're lucky it'd have been 9 damage if it hit.
Yeah.
I don't see how this guy can't shoot at Nyx. This next guy along. So he's gonna head towards Nyx. He's probably gonna go here. And then shoot at Nyx. A 24 minus 4 hits you, doesn't it, Nyx? So
I'm on a 20. So yeah, it
yep,
meets
just
20.
just hits you. That is a 5 damage to the fire variety.
Oh no.
And then next guy along is just gonna full attack you because you're a monster right now. A 12 and an 8 ain't gonna do nothing.
Nope.
Next guy is just gonna also panic because the guy missed right next to him and do a full attack. And that's gonna, oh my god, 2 crits.
Oh fuck.
So he obviously saw his mate and he thought that's what to do. We'll use those as guiding lights. And yeah, so the first attack is 10 damage and burn 3.
Yep.
Oh, Buren 3. I wrote burn 3. And then the next one is 9 damage and burn 4.
That's nasty.
Yeah. So overall 19 damage plus 7. Yeah. That is ouch. But you still have a shield, or is that your not your shield?
That is my stamina.
Your stamina even.
Yeah.
Essentially a shield. Ouch.
I knew I should have bought that extra shield.
And then this guy's gonna come here. Yeah, he's gonna go there and then whip out his whip and whip you. He rolled a 1. He ain't gonna hit you. It just swings wild as he runs around the corner going, ah! And misses. Zora. So, yeah.
Okay, right, no problem. So essentially, I can't use my resolve points unless I go down, which is fine. It's fine.
Later on, they'll power some great abilities.
So I take 6 damage straight away. Great. So I'm at 30 HP.
We need to get you fire immunity or some shit, don't we? Like, you could have had, like, I want to build in fire
Next
suppressants to my suit.
level, I get fire resistance.
Oh fuck.
What? Yeah. Next level I get 5. A lot of this stuff wouldn't be doing anything to me. Like,
You know this fight's likely to level you as well, just in general. This encounter.
if we make
Nice.
it,
I don't mean
right.
this room, Colin. I mean this entire event. But yeah, yep.
I don't even know if I want to storm up, but this guy's just going to wreck me on the ground. Like 3/3 attunement. They're storm up. Like, nah, do you know what? I'm going to need to take a gamble here. So I'm just
Now
going to use
you are
Flare for now.
engaged. Remember.
What's that mean?
I don't know what that means for ranged attacks, but
You don't take any advantage, any disadvantage. I don't think.
you sure about that?
For
With a
shooting out.
rifle?
I'm not going to do it with a rifle. I wasn't going to do a rifle thing.
Are you going to melee attack him?
No, because I'm on the ground.
Oh, should yeah.
Gonna...
I'm sure you do.
He would take an attack of opportunity, wouldn't he?
I think when we looked at that last, we actually couldn't find the definitive answer and just decided that we would.
Yeah, I think it's that you don't take a disadvantage, but you will get attacked. Because of their weird rules.
I don't remember there being an attack of opportunity, but maybe. I thought it was just about leaving.
Because there's a feat that gives you a +3 bonus to AC against attacks of opportunity when making range attacks. So yes, your range attack draws an attack. of
Which does
opportunity.
strongly imply that, yeah.
Slippery shooter. Yeah, your range.
It's a lot slippery shooting, that one.
Right. They just do this and try and survive this turn. The attack, that's the question.
Focus on staying alive. Or
I
you
can't
still
really
feel
do
alive?
much right now to like stay alive other than actually. Let's see here. Okay, right, I guess I'll just try and survive for now.
For now.
Is this guy close to us hot at all? No,
What guy?
the guy close to us. The one that's annoying me.
Nah, it doesn't look damaged.
Doesn't look damaged, okay. Did I just shoot him and hope I kill him? Or do something? Probably not. Probably don't think I would one-shot him. Screw it, I'm just going to flare him. I'm not going to use the full effect. I'm just going to use the blinded effect. So, essentially, reflex, DC 15, or blinded.
What am I rolling? Sorry, a reflex save.
Yes.
Where is the button? They got an 11
Okay,
Yep.
so blinded.
on the guy closest. Yeah,
Yes.
blinded. Let's go
By the light.
for this guy with the closed eyes. Cool.
And I guess that's all I can take. It's a movement action to stand back up on it.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't want to really stand back up actually anyway. Oh, reflex save now, I suppose.
Is the other guy not in melee range for us? I thought
Okay.
he did a whip attack.
Yeah, he's within.
So
Range.
I think we do want to be standing up probably right now.
Yeah, that guy is threatening both you and Colin.
Oh my god, I don't. Well, that's me at like 7 HP essentially.
Oh shit.
Next when it hits my turn, but yeah. So if I take 7 damage this turn, I'm a knocked out boy.
Right. So, are you... What was your... Oh my god, it's a terrible reflex save, Zora.
Yeah.
It's quite astoundingly bad.
Hmm.
Okay, what are you doing?
Yep.
Zigg's just being involved.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. That's... so bad.
Zigg, stop it. Bad.
So... Right.
Next. Do something good.
So, it's not quite Nix's turn just yet. It is a dramatic pause, and the door behind you gets blown open. Can you guys make reflex saves?
Oh, no.
Always, baby.
Am I out of the way enough? for it?
You are very out the way enough, yeah.
Good. He's all about that reflex.
No treble.
Zora, are you coded right? Because you are rolling
It's-
so badly.
I don't know, man.
It is a D20 he's rolling.
I don't know, man.
Allegedly.
I'm just done. Oh,
Zigg's ghost is sucked into space.
the game just hates me.
Is he joining us? Have you made him slyly do these rolls?
Slyly.
No, I
Slyly,
just
like
got
a
bored
sly
and started
fox.
clicking buttons.
I mean, I believe that. Yeah.
Obviously.
Uh-huh.
I
I accept this explanation.
So much damage do I take?
it's just about whether you stood your ground or not, and you get smacked across the floor, both of you, with the force. I think technically you're probably here, Lyko, to be honest.
For fuck's sake.
Well, that's
Yeah.
something you're
Am I still prone? Did I skid?
Yous are both prone. Yeah. Yous did skide. That'll do. Slide and skide.
24, not enough to dodge a door.
You can... Well, actually, no, that's a good point, sorry. I've actually completely just got caught up in how bad Zora was that it made you fail as well. Weirdly. You can move 1 square for free, but away from the door.
Okay.
And you can pick where you
Would
go.
this be a legal maneuver?
That's fine.
Then consider it... Dude.
Okay, you were actually technically moving more than that, but that's fine from where you were. That's cool.
Yeah, because it's one...
Well, technically you were here,
Oh! It was there.
but that's fine. I don't mind you being there.
No, I can move back there if it's more reasonable.
No, I'm happy with where you are.
Okay.
Cool. Zigg, make a move.
Okay. I'm gonna move. Can I just move there?
And then make a move, please.
Oh, okay.
As in take your turn.
Yeah, I got that.
Did you?
So this guy over here.
Mhm.
I wanna do stuff. First of all, he's very confused.
Yep.
Can I just spend this turn just taking in what's going on?
Oh. If Lyko survives this, he's gonna shoot you.
Right. I'm going to heal Lyko first. I bet
No,
that.
maybe the boss.
Maybe the person with the terrible rolls who's on fire. Maybe. It's your...
Oh, is he on fire?
You do you.
I missed that part. Sorry.
Everything is on fire.
I'm on fire.
Okay, I've got a
Seven.
plan.
It's probably just been for the last year he's been on fire, let's face it.
Right. Okay.
It's cause I'm missing my med kit, alright? I bet you I do start doing good now, right? This is my good luck charm.
I just need to. What's my range on this?
I have a
My,
plan. For
my
next
mystical cures. I should really have the rulebook open because apparently I didn't put it in.
turn. Ooh, that's actually annoying. I can't
You
do
should
it.
always put it in. What?
It's page 367. Yeah, I'm gonna mystically cure Mr. Fireman.
So you'll need to walk over.
Is it a touch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was here. So I guess I'm going
Could
that
Sorry.
way.
bit of strategy here. Could I
Ah.
put my sniper rifle away while standing up as a move action?
And then
I don't know if you can do both.
I'm burning a spell slot for you, brother.
If he's got a barb, I think he can, can't he?
I think so.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do. So I think you're right. Okay, a plan begins to form.
A bab. A wee babby.
Hmm. There we go. Obviously, track how many spells you're using, etc.
Yeah, I've got that in the doodad.
So Zora, that's for you.
I love you. Thank you. Medkit. Medkit. It's good to have you back.
So yeah, I think he would have
Are you
taken
gonna do
a
any of the
second
second part?
to
So the next part, right, where if it doesn't restore them, you can transfer any number of your own hit points to the target.
Oh! Apparently I've never actually read this spell in my life. I did not know
Cal.
that. Do you know what? I will do the second part of that.
That's interesting.
That is very interesting.
Well, I've also just found a bit about critical hits. The double damage only applies if your attack roll also exceeds the EAC or KAC.
Alright, so if it was like if it rolled a 20 and it hit because, but you had 23, would it still hit because it rolled a crit? It would
Yeah, so a 20 will always hit, but it only does the double damage if it
So
exceeds the
both
EAC.
hit.
Ah.
If the crit's legal, basically.
Yeah.
cool.
Add that to the rules
So-
list, please. That'd be good to know.
Yeah, I think I did actually read that. Maybe did it come up before for some reason?
Who even knows? Right, what
know.
else was it?
So yeah, I'm gonna transfer some of my life energy over to Zora until he
I
looks
remember saying I liked that.
a little less hurt.
Barney.
I'm not sure what numerical value a little less hurt looks like, but
Probably 2.
I think that's when Zigg was expecting Zora to say something there.
I don't know. I mean,
on a scale of 1
honest-
to 10, what number is the pain?
how much do you have that doesn't yen?
I mean, if I was dying, I'd
Right,
say
so-
my pain threshold is on about 26.
Let's
See,
just.
to be honest with you, don't even do the second thing right now, because
Would Zigg do it? Is the question. Because the only thing.
Zigg would.
True.
He would.
So
You
Zora,
would see, you would
how
see,
much
like,
health are you
4
missing?
HP.
No, how much are you
I'm
missing?
missing. I'm at 24 or 32 right now.
Right, because you can't tell him what to give you, right? You
Yeah.
can just. I'm willing to let you tell him what you're missing, right? So what's your total? 32.
24 or 32. Yes.
Right. Okay. So Zigg, now you give him as much as
34.
Zigg would.
24 or 34. Sorry. 24 or 34. 32 is my stamina.
So 34, and you're missing 10. So you're missing 10.
Yeah.
So Zigg, it's up to you what you do now.
Ah,
Because keep in mind the captain has no
That's
idea
the
this
problem.
is happening.
I know what Zigg would do, but I really don't want to do it.
You do what you want to do. You are playing a game after all.
I'm playing a game.
I love the idea that you get so far into a game where you realise your character isn't even under your control anymore. It's just
Okay,
your
do you know
roleplay.
what? I'm gonna compromise, and I'm gonna give you 8.
Oh my god, you doubled what I said. That's fine. That's fine, thank you. Medkit. I love you, Medkit.
So, Colin, necromancy.
Oh no, I've made a mistake.
If I wasn't
Yeah.
on the ground and
Yeah.
like, had actions, I would hug you. But I'm lying down.
So what does this look like? Because this is like going beyond the standard Mystic Cure, right? So
Yeah, so basically what he does is
door blows open. Oh my
You know-
god, you're on the floor! Not realizing you've been skated across the floor because of the door blowing up. And
yeah, just kind of first of all, he's kind of very confused as to his whereabouts.
His
But he
whenabouts.
goes,
yeah,
his
his
whereabouts.
whereabouts.
But I feel like kind of the first person he kind of sees is the captain. He's like, "Oh, captain!" And then like, "Oh no!" But he feels he sees obviously he's on fire and pretty hurt. Not too happy. Yeah, he was dazed when he came to. Okay, it was a bit blurry over here, and he was looking around, and his focus came in over here.
His lizard
So he
senses
scurried
were
over.
tingling.
And it was just like an automatic response to just go and obviously cast like the Mystic Cure that he's been taught, and then realized it wasn't actually achieving the results he's used to, because normally it's always been in a slightly controlled environment, and he's only ever had to use it when it's like minor wounds or whatever. So he just kind of like closed his eyes and sort of tried to channel like the feeling of the warmth of the sun. And just kept channeling
That's the
that
worst
through
thing to
him.
feel, isn't it, Zora? It's the worst thing for you to feel is fire.
Yeah. That's when realising that I'm very unlikely to actually pass that fire check. It's a 16, so it's actually quite hard. I forgot it's like 10 plus the fire. So, oops.
So yeah, so essentially that sends him into like a slightly overdrive mode, but it takes a bit of a big toll on his old little body there,
Mm-hmm.
channeling all that energy to overcome the limitations of his actual power.
Yeah, it's like maybe we actually see like your hands start to like show burns on them.
Yeah.
Ever so slightly, which is kind of funky. Just the idea that you're almost taking on board the pain. So yeah, it's kind of funky.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You feel good warm instead of bad warm for a change, Zora.
Good. Because I'm currently feeling bad one, so a wee bit of good one's nice.
Mm. And then I believe it's Nyx.
I think Zigg would drop
Yes.
to one knee as well.
Nick's gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Give it to you.
Awesome. So loud explosion behind me.
Yeah.
But also scary
people in front
monsters.
of you.
Yeah. Think.
Well, you take damage first, right? Because you're on fire.
Yes, I take 7 damage.
God, everyone's on fire.
Yep.
I'm now taking HP damage. This is uncomfortable.
Your
It
friends are
was 7
shiny
burn,
eyes.
you said.
It was, yeah, total, yeah.
It is uncomfortable.
Do you need to make 2 saves? One against the 3 and one against the 4? Is that? Or is it 1 save? Because that
Against
fails.
what, sorry?
See your burn, you've got 2 burn conditions. You need to save against both or just 1?
That's not burn conditions, so the burn is just because it's critical.
Mm-hmm.
My critical effect isn't that.
What's yours?
Wound. Which is nastier.
No, I'm talking about the fact that you took burn 3 then burn 4. Do you need to save against burn 3 then
Sorry,
burn 4?
no. No, they stack.
So you
Yeah,
just do
so
1
it's a
save?
17.
Yeah.
Cool, that's horrible. It's almost
Sorry,
easier
yes.
to make multiple saves.
Yeah.
I guess
So-
it makes sense if you're on more fire, it's harder to put it out, right?
Yeah, and that's when you start thinking the full action is probably worth it.
Yeah.
When it gets so
That's
large.
it's probably worth it right now, but I need to get rid of this guy in front of me first.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to think.
Oh, he is blind, right? How long is he blind for?
I don't know, but I'm like lying down the ground. That's still going to help me right now.
Does he have to save against being blind?
That's what I mean. Like, how long is he blind for? Floor? Yeah,
10
floor.
minutes, I'm pretty sure.
I'm
10
gonna-
minutes, Christ.
For
Um,
1 shed light in a 30 foot for 1 minute. You choose dim, normal,
Oh.
blah blah blah. Upon activation, flash of brilliance, forcing one creature within make a reflexes, or be blind for 1 round.
Ah,
1 round.
10
alright, 1
minutes.
Not 10 minutes.
Okay, right, so that's actually pretty I'm not as good. Well, I suppose I can just keep on blind locking him if he keeps on failing. But that's fine.
You have to roll for it, right?
Yeah, he's got to roll.
Once you've targeted a creature with Flare, you can't target it with Revelation again for 10 minutes.
That's what I remember. That's what I remembered. Okay.
Blind or sightless creatures are not affected by this Revelation. Standard action, your Fortitude, you said use to make all enemies within range dazzled for 1 round. Cool. So you can nuke the area for dazzled instead of blind. I forgot how nice that move is. So yeah.
Okay. So Nyx is standing up
Mm-hmm.
and then taking a shot at this boy.
Cool. So do you take the opportunity attack? Have we established this yet?
Yes, so this dude will get a shot on me if he wants it.
Cool. So that would happen first, because you go to
I believe
act,
so.
and then he'll
Yep.
do his thing. So he'll react
His reaction.
and whip his hair back and forth. It's still living. It does fuck all.
Yep.
Yeah.
Take a shot. This will be.
Nice.
I only roll 7 for my damage apparently.
That's
So yes.
all you get to roll. Yeah, that guy looks pretty fucked up.
7.
He's still standing.
Yep. Somehow.
And I don't think I'll drop to the floor again. I think I'll.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm going. Yeah, I think I'll ditch back down.
Okay.
I think, and then take my reflex save.
Good.
So this is
Christmas.
boom.
This is
Yes.
So that'll put that out.
Yeah.
Oh, Dana.
Right. Mr. Quint.
Okay, so as my move action, I like to imagine that he's probably rolled away to get away from the door, and is therefore still in the ground.
Like a
You sort of
tactical
kip
forward
up.
roll, yeah.
Tactical forward roll. Yeah.
Tumbling monkeys.
Kip up, and in a brilliant show of athleticism, as he's doing that, he will sling his weapon over his back, his sniper rifle, and then I'll remove the boot. Hashtag remove the boot. As my move action, can I?
So what got rid of the boot for you? Was it standing as
No,
part
sorry,
of-
my move action. I'll downgrade my standard to a move action.
Right.
I need to double check this. If I take a, because I can't find the bloody bit I'm looking for.
What are you trying to do? Also,
Drawing a weapon as part of a move.
right,
So
what-
I'm downgrading my standard to a move. So I want to. I think I can do this. I can take a guarded step towards this Egypt and draw a weapon.
no, because you're spending to get a guarded step, or you don't. You're spending your move to get a guarded step. Right?
Yeah, if I could say specifically just a move action, so you've got to move. I don't know if you like.
See, I didn't know
Other
that it was
move
that
actions
specific.
count.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
It'd be nice if other move actions count because that increases its.
Yeah, well, let's
viability.
just look up. Let's
Let's
If you have a BAB of +1 or higher, you can combine drawing or sheathing a weapon or weapon-like object with moving up to your speed as a single move action. But otherwise, it's a move action in itself.
So you would need to spend your move to do that. So you've drew or whatever. I think if you weren't using the guarded step, I feel like you could have done
Yeah,
it
you
as
could-
part.
yeah,
you could
if-
move and have done it. I think with
if you're not using guarded step.
I think,
Yeah.
but what
But
is?
then, do I need to use guarded step this guy considering he's blind?
I don't think blind people can.
He won't have line of sight on you, so he can't make an attack on
Yeah,
you.
I think we're
Cool.
good for that. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna draw a weapon. Specifically, from his right wrist will erupt a bone-like sword. As he advances towards the poor drow, and then with his swift action, he'll draw from his left wrist a bone-like sword. And then he will await next turn.
The,
I have spent all my actions and I'm done.
the anime increases.
Yes.
Do you want to quickly just type in your action log for me, please?
Okay, so Stand up. Plus.
What game are we playing again? I feel like we're all playing different
Listen,
games.
The edgy comments earlier might have been appropriate, okay?
Yeah, so he's got his wrist bone blades. You've got the burning lizard, the amazing appearing rat, and War Machine.
War Machine, the peaceful.
Yeah. So be annihilated in the name of pacifism.
Violence is the last refuge of the incompetent, and we are incompetent.
So yeah, you get to do your
It's long.
you tumble your monkeys into putting your gun over your shoulder, and then you stand up and schnick schnack walk up to the guy. Yeah, it's pretty cool. And shenanigans. And Zigg, roll a d8.
Okay.
Right, and then roll a d12.
Oh dear.
Cool. You appear there.
Oh God.
Oh my.
Right.
Oh my.
Take your turn.
Go nuclear. Go nuclear.
Oh my God. Okay. I don't know what to do now.
So like for the audience watching, you just see like Zigg like flicker out in like orange light, and then just like flicker back in there as if he was there the whole time.
He's learned Shunpo.
Okay.
You didn't think you would just appear normally, right?
Or do anything normally.
Roll perception as well. Why not?
Okay. Oh dear. Now my entire plan's gone out of my head. This I was not expecting. Perception. Here we go.
Cool.
Badoop.
You can still hear the Radiant Supreme chanting.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Oh god.
Carry on. Take your turn.
I think Zigg's a bit spooked here. Hold on. Is the captain still on fire?
Yeah.
Can I spend a turn to put him out?
I think so. I think if you walk over and spend
If
your
I
turn,
walk over
right?
to him.
Is that right, guys?
Love that.
Is that sorry?
Zigg can walk over and use his action to put out the captain, right?
Do
I feel that's right.
you think they actually have that in this massive rules?
It feels
Yeah,
true.
you can do it, Zigg. There we go. That's an easy ruling, right?
Okay.
Yes.
Oh
Yes.
jeez. Oh, what have I done?
But is that worth it, considering you spent time patching the fire problem, whereas you could just attack things?
I could just attack
You
things.
do,
this
but
is
do
the
it.
thing.
Do what Zigg would do, though.
I used up my fire extinguisher, didn't I?
Yeah.
In that conspiracy machine.
Yeah.
I didn't purchase it back in that massive shopping trip.
No.
I bought a plasma cannon instead.
Yeah. The opposite.
I mean, that's fine. I think that's fine.
It's been a good choice so far.
Can
Yeah.
It has been more practical.
Trying to think, do I have any like really
Or
like useful
plasma.
like useful swift actions, and I don't.
Well, you've got a whole turn to take, so.
You could drop prone.
That's a question. Can I activate jump jets for prone? I'm joking.
Yes, I just skid across the floor. Like,
Well, I mean, it's just Guardians of the
Weaponized
Galaxy,
missile.
right? It happened in. Pretty sure Star-Lord does that in the opening.
Yep.
No,
Just let,
no.
let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it.
I'm glad our first
I
big
feel like
combat's been
actually-
funny.
yes. Okay, no, this is exactly what I'm going to do. Zigg's a bit spooked,
Mhm.
because he's
Always.
just. Yes, always spooked. Let me just see.
Too pooky, too serious.
What's my revenge of the hurl? Here we go. I just need to double check.
Can't you mind fry these people?
I could
Do
mind
that,
fry
do
these
that.
people, but
Melt them.
then
Like, maybe you should start taking down somebody else's health block.
I'm trying.
I know you're doing okay.
I'm doing
okay,
terrible.
right. I need to do some measuring. Let's see. 15, 10. Cool.
You're not there
Okay,
though.
what's my range on this? Range. My range is 100 foot.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna hurl a force disc at this
Oh.
spam pot.
So, right, I just see.
Please, please.
I
do
just see
something.
Yoda. This is what I've got. Yoda like trying to like spin the Senate pod.
Yeah. So as kind of like Zigg sort of like just phases out of existence and into existence over here.
Does your force
gets
disc
really
look like a sun, but like or a galaxy flat out?
It's kind of like if you imagined like the sun was the Starship Enterprise going traveling
Warp.
at warp.
Mm.
That's what it looks like.
It's like that white flash.
Oh no! Crap! I should have written hurl.
It's fine. It can be used.
Oh
Can
my
you
god!
count that?
It is. It's fucking vibranium, isn't it?
So at this
Yeah,
this
wow.
guy,
So what guy? The guy
that dude
it was
there.
this guy, right? Right. Is it only the spell penetration that needs to hit, not the attack roll, or does the attack roll need to hit as well from magic? Because oh my god, why is there two?
It's a ranged attack, so the
it's
spell
a ranged
penetration doesn't
attack, so I
apply.
have to. Oh,
It's a spell. It should.
Isn't spell penetration only if they got spell resistance?
Indeed.
Yep.
Which they do.
Okay. There's-
So it's the attack roll it matters anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Is this against EAC then, since it'll be energy, right?
yeah, it is.
Are you sure about that?
No, it is.
It says
I'm
something.
afraid.
It is.
It actually says that.
Right, so Shimmering Disc of Force, blah 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 blah. Against this EAC, if the target hits, it deals 3, blah blah blah. So the force damage you've done is 14, which is nice, by the way. Right, okay, so that was on this guy. That hits, by the way.
Oh, does it?
Nice.
Yep, he gets smacked with a force disc.
Lad. Smacked with a feeling.
Cool. So now that that's hit, this guy and this guy get these attacked at him. So guy one.
So who are you hitting first, sorry?
We'll go with this guy.
Right, okay. That hits, and that kills him. And then,
Nice.
then who's
Guy
next,
two.
sorry?
And this guy.
Measure from the last target to him, please.
Oop.
That's more than 15.
Oh, does it ricochet off each one? I thought
Yeah.
it ricocheted in a burst. Alright, okay, cool. That's fine.
Yep.
That's it.
Nope, that's all I can do then.
Cool, but you did kill that guy, so that's good.
It's
Kill
pretty
the
nice.
dude.
So your disc flies out, a big white disc of light, I guess. Smacks off that guy there, and then just like ricochets off him into this guy, just smacking him onto the floor. Yeah, so that was just your
It
action.
would have made more sense to go that way, but doesn't matter.
It's okay.
Yep, that was my action. Have I moved? I haven't moved.
Nope.
Um, how do I do that thing? Oh, here we go. Yeep. Yep, there. And dropping prone as a swift.
Hides in the corner next to the burning Vesk.
Does rat things.
Yep. Pip yourself with the boot,
Oh, yes, the
and
boot.
make sure you're tracking your spells.
I am tracking my spells. That was my other thingy.
Many spells you got,
Not
out of
yours.
interest?
I shall tell you. Oh, it's in a different screen, that's why. So I have
We used Mystic.
3 level 1s left and 1 level 2 left.
Not bad. That you done, yeah?
Yes, that is my turn.
Cool. So this guy's no longer blind, because it's only until his turn. And then...
So that means that
He
was
comes back to a world of edginess.
Oh, he does not like what he's came back to. So everything's changed. Well,
This
there's
isn't the
only one.
universe I left.
Right, let's start with the guy in front of you. He'll just whip you because that's what he's doing.
I've got a
And,
question.
He'll full attack
Show us
whip
to the
you.
end of his turn, because that means this will never work against him ever.
Well, you
Unless
blinded.
all
You
of the
blinded him.
reactions,
Why
all
don't
of
you?
them
Why don't you
reactions.
read that and tell me? And then
because I need to, because that would mean like it would just never affect him.
well, we've still got a couple of guys to go through, so you got on that. A 10 and 11 do nothing to you, even with
Nope.
a bonus of 4, do they?
No.
14 and 15? Yeah, nothing. Cool. That guy
No.
does nothing. That guy's going to shoot you with a laser pistol, or laser rifle, I should say. He's going to walk over a bit, and he's going to go over to his buddy, give him a wee kick, and then be angry, and then shoot. That's a crit, just so you know. And that's on you. And,
Me?
yeah. And it's what is your EAC?
My EAC is 20, so it's currently 24.
Yeah, it is a crit. 10 damage and 2 burn.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, that's easy.
He says I'm 13 HP.
And next guy is probably just gonna walk in and whip you too.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah. So you start like whipping you in a group.
I knew this was coming.
16 plus 4 because you're on the ground, right? So
Yep.
that is a hit. So it's 3 slashing.
Is that KAC?
You probably yeah. It will be.
KAC is 21.
Oh, so it misses then.
Yep.
Just cool. Probably just whips off you and you lift your arm up or something in your armor to block it. That's 1, 2, 3, and then I'll leave the blind guy till last until Zora gives me an answer for that. And then Zigg's just going to be full attacked with a laser rifle.
Yeah.
A 22 and a 2, so I think the 22 hits, right? So, what's your EAC?
My EAC is 13.
Plus 4 because you're on the ground, so yeah, it hits. 3 fire damage.
Cool. So, thingy 1. There we go.
Yep.
For one round, so would it be my turn then? It disappears because it was when it started, I guess. That would be like
That would
full
be a whole round.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, so right, so that means it's not gone in yet. It
So at
would
the
be
start
gone
of the
when
round.
which is my turn. Yeah.
Well, it's his go now. I guess you don't get a save of it. How do I blind whip someone?
I'm actually
It's
just
basically
checking.
treated as 50% concealment. So
A total concealment. Which is a 50% miss chance.
Right, okay, so roll twice? No? Maybe?
So roll, and if you hit,
Maybe.
then basically flip a coin.
Right, okay.
And on one side it just doesn't happen at all.
Can I full
Or just
attack
roll
while
D2.
blind?
I'm assuming so, yeah. Yeah, I think that's
You-
basically
you can't
it.
see,
If
but
you
if
hit, you've
he's-
got to do a 50-50 chance of missing. I think that's basically it. You automatically fail all like checks that would encompass using your eyes. Like
Yeah. You can't see, but if he hasn't moved, it would be reasonable that he's attacking the same spot.
you cannot see
No, in
your
fact, no,
flat
he won't.
footed.
I'm just not going to have him attack because he has moved. Both of them
Okay.
have moved.
So he's just attacking empty space.
Yeah, because he would attack here, right?
Yep.
I think that's reasonable. So he won't get a move. That's fine
I'll
by
put
me.
the actual blinded thing in Discord so you can
Ah, bollocks.
What?
I forgot I had an electrostatic field.
Mm.
Any creature that damages me with a melee weapon takes electricity damage.
Which would look really cool in a TV show when they whip you
Yeah.
and get electrocuted.
I'll remember that next time I get hit with a whip.
Don't think they've done much with whips to you anyway.
I think I got 1 on me. But
Put that in the rules, please, Nico.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cool.
There's a rules one, thank you. It's also your go.
kill him.
So now it's your go. This guy can see, right? So
Yep, this guy's gone.
now the guy's like, "Oh god damn it, you have moved."
Because attacks of opportunity to stop movement.
I can't remember what. I think we looked into this. I don't
I
think
don't
it was
think so.
I don't think it was clear, so I think the answer was no. They don't.
Okay. I wish I could just activate my jump jets and go squoosh to a direction because I've got such a good idea. But okay, I need to expend my move to start up to do this stuff though, which is kind of irritating.
Remember, once you get up, you can't get down.
Oh yeah, I take 6 damage. 20.
You're still at health plus 2 Zigg.
Right, I'll stand up. This is my move action. I really didn't know why I'd do this. I really wanted.
You've made me do this, Drow. I really didn't want to do this.
Really day in 3 of these Drow right now if I could do a move and then an action back in. So that's just the way it goes. I'm still at 3 of 3 by the way. 3 of 3.
Staying photonic.
Yes. I'm going to just, I guess for now, I'm actually just going to attack this guy in front of me. I've only got my gun out, so I'm going to shoot him. That's all I can do right now.
So he'll get an attack of opportunity.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Guess that is right. In fact, oh no, I can't flare him. It's 10 minutes again till I can flare him.
Take your turn really slowly.
Sorry. Could do something.
Probably has
really
been 10
cheeky.
minutes since then, yeah. Well, no, you've said you're going to attack him, right?
15, 20, 25. I guess if I said I'm not going to attack him, I'll attack him.
Aye, so what else would you do? You're on fire and this guy's been whipping at you, so
I was thinking about getting out of there for now.
just abandoning him.
For now. But yeah, I'll just shoot him. Screw it.
I was going to say, well, either way I'm going to be shooting you with an attack of opportunity, so...
Shooting him.
Okay, well,
So-
I'll whip you first then.
Yes. Whip me
Crit,
first.
Real good.
9 damage.
Fucking hell.
Oh.
Wow.
Yep,
Wow.
yep.
Yeah.
Whoopa!
Okay, and I'll attack him, I guess. Yeah, watch me miss.
Or crit.
I mean,
There's 2 ways to crit.
So that
I shouldn't have said that.
purple means he's reacted, that'll do.
and I told you I missed.
Oh my
Oh man.
Zora!
Wow.
Wow.
Did they actually teach you how to use weapons?
Apparently, soldiers know how to roll dice.
Yeah.
Not roll above a 5. at all.
It's so bad. You're the war hero.
Yeah. Have you tried the Doshko?
Yeah.
As Nix shouts that across the battlefield. Have you tried the Doshko?
That's my turn.
Ah.
Make a reflex save.
I'll feel this.
With that attitude, yeah.
Oh, I'm absolutely feeling this.
With that dice roll, yeah.
It's a fail.
Oh no.
This is just the game of keeping your Christmas dinner from burning now, isn't it? So
Someone could also keep me from dying. It would also be
the only person that can do that is Zigg.
and possibly myself to a lesser extent.
Possibly, to a lesser extent. Nix, you're up.
So I'm taking the 2 fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, this is going to get nasty. I stand up.
Good move.
I would always suggest standing up. Big fan.
Guided step isn't going to help me here. So I'm going to shoot him
Okay.
in the face.
Right, so let me just start doing this, shall I?
Yep.
So this guy here will react first, and
Yep.
he'll try and whip you.
Reasonable.
He got a 21.
That is my KSE, yes.
Cool. So that hits. It is 3 slashing damage he does to you, but what
Okay.
happens in return?
He takes 4 electric damage.
Okay. Cool.
Cool.
Yep, he has done so. And then this guy at the top, he will also try and whip you.
Mm-hmm.
He misses. He rolls a 10.
Cool. I tried to shoot him in the face.
Yep.
Sorry, I don't have combat tracking on. Let's turn that off.
Yeah, I'll unpip that guy.
There you go. So that crits him. But that's not crit, sorry, that's max damage there. Just looking at the wrong one.
So 12 total, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. That was a sore one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like
But I am
his,
almost down.
his armor's toasty, you know. Yeah.
This would be my so I'm not going to say. Never mind.
What were you gonna say?
Never mind.
I mean, I was going to ask him if he could defensive roll at least one square down, but that's fine. Never mind.
Where's defensive roll?
You
got
Defensive
a step.
stance basically just lets you move 5 foot without getting
Guarded
attack
step.
Yeah,
opportunities.
you got a step.
Guarded
Yeah,
step.
no.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I'd still be within this dude's threat range, I think.
I know it's more for something I could possibly do. So if I-
Defensive roll, same difference.
Yeah, it just
It's cool.
wins.
I prefer the plasma cannon method.
Yeah, I liked it
Card
too.
to
It was good.
defense.
12 damage
roll
is a lot better than
step.
your 7.
Yes.
Is that you, my friend?
It's my turn.
Reflex
Ah.
save.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Flex that save, bitch.
You know you wanna flex that.
Oh fuck.
No, you burn for more. Well,
You
eventually.
burn. Guess
Right.
what I'm gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna fucking shiv him.
Snicker snack?
So because let me just
Mm-hmm.
lay out beforehand, stabbing at formerly. I can't type today.
I mean, all you have
or
to
any
tell me is
other
the
thing.
action you're spending, really, for combat, remember?
Full. And let me just share so we're clear on what this does. We're a trick attack, especially as a multi-weapon fighting. That's it, isn't it? There we go. So I'm a -1 to the modifier. So in other words, this will be calculated at -4, but it should be -3.
Okay,
Yep.
I haven't found a way to code it yet.
that's fine. Cool. So basically a +1 at the end of this.
Yeah, +1 to both of those.
The first one, let's see, against KAC is a hit. The second one is a miss.
Oh,
So that's 8 damage.
I did
yeah?
8 damage though.
Nice. Yeah, so you go. Well, obviously this guy's got his whip thing, so he pulls his whip up, you know, as you stab him with both hands. Blocks one, but then you obviously just use that to your advantage and stab with the other. one.
Yeah, slash with the other.
Yeah,
Because it's slashing damage, so I'm imagining that as he catches one, I'm like, ha, opening.
yeah. Literally opened him. Nice.
With my stabbing arm.
Shenanigans.
Thank God when I unveiled them and used them for the first time, it actually fucking succeeded.
Yeah, because that set up over a whole turn looks cool, and then you
Yes.
go, miss, God damn it. Zigg, a D8, please.
Yes.
Okay. And I would like a D12.
There you go.
Okay, cool. Let's see. Cool. You fade out and fade back in where you are.
I think Zig's even more unsettled.
Yeah.
By that. Yep. Right, let us think. What's his? Oh. Okay.
I'm not a very smart android. Just remember to have a jetpack.
Who among us doesn't have a jetpack? Me, I don't.
That
How
could've-
broken is Nick's looking to Zigg at this point?
Wow.
There's probably. He's looking pretty rough, but
He's looking pretty rough.
They all
yeah.
are.
Yeah, let's be a bit meta here. What's everyone's health?
I'm on 8,
Right, I'm in 12.
and I'm on fire.
I think you're the priority.
Yeah.
He does
Um,
roll better than Zora, though.
Which is why you keep me alive.
For the plasma cannon, yeah.
Hmm.
Imagine
So
those
thinking
doors
of-
hadn't closed when you had to fight the whole room in front of you as well.
That would have been a bad move.
So if I skate around like this,
You can magic frisbee the three of them if you wanted.
I mean, I could. Oh, hold on. No, wait, I've done so right. Ignore all that. How far away is that, though?
Probably
15.
still within 100 if that was what your range was last.
Yeah, it was. Ah, see, I really kind of want to hurl my force disc at them.
Your little sun
I
frisbee.
don't want Nyx to die.
Just vomiting a force disc at him. Was because you described it as hurling. That's why.
Well,
keep
that's
on
what the spell's called.
That's
So-
hurl force disc, not hurling a force.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I still think it's okay. Sure,
Thunder force
Um,
disc.
Chunder force disc. Ooh,
You have to start with one of the outer dudes.
do you know what? I'll go with this guy. Why not?
Okay.
I'll disc force hurl him.
Mm-hmm.
So standard. Badoop. That's less magnificent.
That misses.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. And it doesn't do any fancy things when it misses. No. No. I think Zigg is going to
Does
stay put.
Does not ricochet anyway?
Nah, it's only if it hits.
It's only if it hits.
Smell that bridge?
If the
Yeah,
attack
there's not
hits, the
really
disc
much.
deals blah blah blah. The disc then ricochets up to 4 more creatures of choice.
I don't have anything fancy I can do. Swifty wise, I don't think. Double check. Nope. That's it. That's all we're doing today. So Zigg's just gonna stay put and hide behind a birding lizard.
I'm just reading her old text that's in that box just now.
Yeah, the fact there's a separate sentence.
Yeah, but all the most rulebooks are written with a following sentence is read. It's meant to be read as a follow-on sentence.
Yeah, I just thought they had some other ruling that we've had that issue with before.
It was probably to
And
do
they
with
came down the other side.
it was probably to do with Lyko, and I think we went back on it on the second reading of it. It was probably to do with when he attempts to get like the better of somebody, the trick attack move.
Possibly, I can't recall.
Because like if X, then you get Y, but if you don't get X, you don't get Y. So yeah.
It's really not, if I recall, very clear.
This entire rulebook could have just
Oh,
minor
see,
clarifications
yeah.
that would make it so much easier.
Yeah.
A version 2 would be good.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah.
It really does. It was trick attack, and it really does look like you can do the bonuses without doing the damage. But then there's other things that seem to contradict that. But the wording, it's pretty crystal clear. If you just looked at the initial wording, that you can do it. But there's other stuff that suggests you can't normally.
Let's see if I get any results in the next minute of searching Hurl, Force Disc, StarFinder, missing Ricochet. And we'll see if this comes up with anything.
Ricochet.
Ricochet. See, this is the thing, is it says the disc continues to ricochet in this way until it is attempted to strike 5 creatures, or until there are no more valid targets. So it doesn't imply that the ricochets need to hit anything. It will keep ricocheting.
Yeah, that attempt it does seem to suggest
Yeah.
it will just bounce about.
Yes, yeah.
I love how this is. The text doesn't explicitly state that the spell
Ooh.
must hit a target to keep going, though it implies it.
No, here's the issue. So it says choose the initial target, and the next bit it says it hits up to 4 more creatures,
More,
And then-
yeah.
and then it says it has attempted to strike 5 creatures. So the attempt is on all 5 as a whole.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
Oh, okay.
So you get to roll your extras.
So you missed this guy.
Yes, I missed that guy.
So who's next? I think it's only.
I guess it's that guy. Is it?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh. Disappeared all my spells.
That's a great spell.
And I have to.
Yeah.
And it's just the ricochet one, so it's the less damage, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Badoop.
Misses.
That misses. So I guess it's the next guy.
So is he in
That
range?
guy.
It's a shame he wasn't closer.
Yeah.
Ryan, move him closer.
Just finger of God.
He
him
uses his
over.
reaction to take a guarding step towards.
That hits. That hits on that guy. Yeah.
But there's minimum damage.
It's still damage.
Snake eyes.
Look, damage is damage.
That's right.
It's
True.
damage,
Uh,
as
yeah.
they say.
And it's damage that wouldn't have happened otherwise.
Yes.
Uh,
Worth the rules.
It's true.
no, I'd say so. Yeah.
After all,
This game,
Was it worth
I'm
from
always
Wonderwall.
pro everyday reviewing rules. You know that.
Mm. And this book needs it.
Oh yes. I feel like
Yeah.
we're making the errata by going through it.
It's pronounced Irati.
The errata.
The errata. That does sound quite good, actually.
Yeah. Zigg, anything else before we have to errata your moves?
No.
Oh, okay.
Jack, Ira.
It's all good. I don't know if that was worth wasting,
Cool. Yeah, 2 damage, totally.
a second, a level 2 spell slot, but whatever.
Probably not.
Now, if you
I mean-
could just heal us all.
Yeah. Yeah, that would
Just why not heal all?
mask
Bind.
your wounds.
Right. Okay. So electric whip man. It's just
Ask
for
your
some
roots.
reason gonna do it. Realistically, he's gonna full attack.
That full of attack.
16 and a 4. Any of them
Nope.
hit you? None of them?
Nope.
Cool. That's not bad.
Oofed. That's easy.
Next guy is going to do the exact same. 7 and a 2. Nope.
No. No.
Next guy who's hit with a ricocheting disc thing is probably going to full attack Zigg.
Oh.
So this guy here is going to laser blast Zigg, maybe. A 23 and a 13. I think one of them hits
Ooh.
you. 7 fire damage.
I
Does-
think both hit me unless
You're-
being prone. Oh.
Yeah, you're prone.
Does something. Yeah, so the first one hit. The 23 definitely hit.
But the 13 should be like, what, a 9 now? Doesn't. Yeah, that seems
Yeah.
reasonable. I think if your EAC was a 9, I'd be sad. So yeah, 5 fire damage.
I will take 5 fire
I
damage.
mean, you're still like chunky stamina boy here, so it's
I am chunky stamina boy, so that's alright.
yeah.
That takes me to like what? 16? Yes, it does.
Then, I mean, I think this guy's probably just gonna. I think it's a toss-up between Zora and Zigg, because Zigg has appeared and disappeared, and now it's Zigg. He's gonna shoot Zigg. I think that's.
Well, yeah. I've been throwing all these bright lights, and
A 5 and a 7.
lights.
a 5 and a 7.
No.
If you combine them,
Can people shoot at me like that, please?
Well-
Shoot me, daddy.
Currently, they're not shooting at you, which is the best.
Yeah,
Paddle.
that's true. I
Alright.
agree.
So good.
Damage, Zora, burn for me.
Burn for me.
Okay.
burn
so,
for me.
You wanton her.
okay.
Oh,
It's a dangerous position. I wish.
Imagine if
we're a little
Emlyn
bit
had
taller.
been here,
Wish we were a baller.
and we could have had some control.
I wish Nix wasn't in that one square.
Next, don't give it
Can't
to
you
you.
just gravity pull him out of it?
Have you tried defying gravity?
He has that move later.
Why do you
Oh,
need that
what
one
about-
particular square?
Because I could hit all three of the guys that's near you,
Or you could just
but
go
also
for
it
it.
could hit you.
That's fine.
No, because that would really hit you.
Can you dig it?
I could. Yeah, I would really hit you. It is something that I can't miss. So,
Reposition so as not to hit him, if that's possible.
I can hit two if I don't want to hit him, which is still something, I suppose.
Can you
Yeah,
ready?
too, good.
Can you ready it as an action? And I jump out there.
Do you want to know what? I absolutely could.
No, because it's the end of the round.
Which
You'd need to have turn sequence. That's fuck turn sequences, man.
Yeah, right. It's why I really enjoy a mix of the Star Wars RP system for you can mix and match who goes when, and also then just Dungeon World, which is I want to go now, so I'm going to go.
Yep.
God, Dungeon
so
World's so good.
unfortunate, man. Like rolling, I knew rolling the lowest like initiative was going to pure totally.
Just rolling the lowest in general has done you bad. Who knew?
Yeah, for sure. Right,
It's not done you any favours.
unfortunately, I'm going to only be able to hit two. That's
This is
way
just
too
the game
close.
universe trying to balance out how cool your character is. That's all it is.
Normally in
I'm
charge.
also
you
going to
are.
need to take an attack opportunity to do it, which is going to be great.
It's
but I'm
gonna
do
be
it.
great.
I'm going to do it because at this point, like, go big or go home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna Alatariel this nonsense up, are you?
Yeah, right. So for starters, I'm going to jump jet.
Right, so what even happens with jump jets? You tell me.
Basically gives me a fly speed of 30, but I've got to land at the end. Yeah.
Right, okay.
They're like baby jetpacks.
Right. So I guess do this guy's attack opportunity, I don't know.
It's like Ichigo's Bankai if you think of it. I kick out of that.
I guess to actually be proper about this, he would use
Attunement
attack opportunity here, I guess.
and attunement.
Oh yeah, I'm still 3 of 3. 3 of 3. Oops. That was 6 slash.
The guy can't because he's already reacted,
Oh, okay.
hasn't he?
Has he?
He's got a purple pip on him, unless that's just been there throughout a whole turn.
I guess been there because he just acted. So
Yeah, he took an attack opportunity against Zora, didn't he?
Yeah, because Zora shot. No wait, so if
Yeah.
Zora shot, that'd have been on the last sequence.
Yeah.
So on this sequence, he hasn't acted. So he gets his action. So he'll whip Zora back and forth. An 8 doesn't hit. There you go.
Cool. Good stuff. Right, so I've moved 15 so far, so another 5. Supernova.
Champagne Supernova? Someday you will find me.
Where is it? Abilities. Ding. Where is it? There it is. That's a pretty bad roll.
Yeah, doing this would definitely hit me roll. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So there is an attack roll in here, by the way.
Well, sorry.
I mean, it's in the maths you've typed in here. So it's a reflex
that's
save or
it.
half, though, isn't it? It's not.
Oh no, the attack is just the damage.
That's
the
just
damage.
right. Okay, so it's 20 damage, or 10 damage. Is that right?
20 or 10, yes.
And it's a reflex save on a 15.
Yes.
And it only hits this guy or this guy.
This dude, yeah, this
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, them two.
Cool, he can just die straight away. And then he can... Because even with 10 he will die. He got a crit. So he'll take 10. Go. So he took 10. So
Nice.
he died regardless. So yeah. Nicely done.
Well done.
Attunement
That's,
0, right?
Yes, achievement 0. 03. Achievement.
All that light stored up.
Blended by the light.
Did you also take your fire damage at the start, yeah?
Yeah, no.
No, yeah. Yeah, no.
Did I? I've got 5 health left.
Right,
I mean...
You've done it now, haven't you? Because I think it was 11 before, so...
Mm-hmm.
Right, so now, anything else you're doing? Such as a reflex save?
Yeah, I've got to do a reflex save, but that's all I can do.
Unreal.
Hope to God it happens, because I'm dead if I don't.
Oh, wow. That's...
And it needs to be like a 16, which is...
You've got resolve
Just
points.
an 8. Just an 8.
Yeah, it's fine. I've got resolve points. I've got resolve points. That's the way I'm feeling.
Plus, Zigg might appear next to you, so it's fine. Right,
Oh, good.
Nick's gonna give it to you. Do you wanna take your star damage?
Yep. Take my 2 damage.
I couldn't have reacted to him moving again, sorry. Oh, cause round sequence shape.
No.
Yeah,
Guard
cool.
his step. Move back.
Drugs.
After
Because
you,
of the
after
drugs.
you see what the lizard's capable of, maybe I will move back. Yeah. Against whom?
Sorry, the guy directly in front of me.
Yeah, cool.
Whip boy.
Yep.
Oh,
No.
no,
That is-
Barry, no.
Yeah, maybe you're still a bit blinded from the light.
Yeah.
Landed. Will I ever tire of that? Possibly.
Can you do a reflex save now?
Take it. Yes.
Oh
you
yes,
can.
reflex save. Forgot about that.
A reflex to save.
Might have... Oops, I did not mean to click that, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I was meaning to click the cog.
Flare! I believe it's Lyko.
It's always Lyko, baby.
The queen.
I'm getting weirder as the game goes on. I might have had a drink or two. I'm not gonna lie. Right. You know what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, is it full attack stab?
He getting stabbered.
Totally
The
missed that
drow.
last round.
Yeah?
Yeah, I
Okay.
should have flared.
Is
Should have done
long
the full
since
flare.
unblind. Just so we're specifically specific. And specifically. Oh man, that's not good. Does 14 do anything? No,
No,
because it didn't last time.
they both miss. But
Fuck.
this guy's obviously just wise to you now. Like he's obviously tried to whip after the fucking jetpack or jet booties lizard who's on fire. So the human
Aw.
torch or the Vesk torch has flown over him. He's whipped at it, and then you've just went to like stab in, and he's obviously did a fancy wee whip maneuver to block them. And shenanigans and Zigg, a D8 please,
Boop. Already prepped. Oh.
and a D12. Yep. So, can I go there, please?
Don't want to go there.
That's where you
Okay.
wanted to be, right?
Nope. Oh.
Well, you're no longer engaged, right? In opportunity range. So, I mean,
So
that's something.
you flicker out, you flicker back in.
I'm not even sure what I can do here. 30.
Literally everything if it was like range 100 or
You
whatever.
can throw a frisbee at the
Yeah,
can't you?
I don't have it. I don't have any more force discs to
run
hurl.
out
I'm
of
afraid.
force.
Don't you have mind thrusts though? Or does that have to be?
I can no. I can cast it at level 1. I'm just gonna make sure what the range on that bad boy is.
Or healing. I don't think any of your friends would hate healing.
Unfortunately, all my healing is touch based.
And I have no touch.
I could go there.
Weird how there's no like range healing yet for you. What's that about?
Because I took mind thrust to level 2 instead of healing at level 2.
Priorities.
And has proceeded to not use it.
Yeah, this is true.
Now, what are you measuring
Who's
here?
worse off looking?
Like, what?
My distance.
But why are you doing it
to
in
run.
L shapes?
Well, I died.
Because I want to run past. I don't want to run past folk.
Right, okay, but never mind.
I died at the start of my turn. I take
Yeah.
6 damage and die at the start of my turn. Or I go unconscious at the start of my turn. I don't die.
Save from plus.
All right, cool. That's fine.
But I don't know.
I'm-
Is Nick's not close to that stage as well? Actually,
Nick's
you're not
fine.
really.
No.
modern.
It's a spark.
Okay.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's probably just parts of your armor shorting out.
Okay, Zigg's gonna. Okay, I'm gonna use my swift to be not prone, so I can actually move
Mhm.
somewhere because I can do that.
Because it's
um,
okay.
it's
Yep.
okay.
Right, boys.
Just before, like someone's like, wait, hold on, there aren't there rules to that? No,
Yeah, folks at
okay,
home.
I can actually do that.
It
Folks
is
at
a
home,
feat.
I can do that,
It is a feat I'm going to take.
That's good.
and then I'm going to do my little Healy thing. So
I love you, medkit.
swift up,
Get
move.
ready for the rat touch.
It's the greatest appreciation you'll ever get for a Vesk. You heal him since he's been shot.
I
about
know
a
you gotta
dozen
swift
times.
it up. You gotta move it, dude.
Got
Yeah.
a shiggity doogity boo.
6 healings.
6 healings.
6 healings. That'll.
How am I doing? How am I doing on health wise?
Yeah, how are you doing in health, necromancy boy?
You're not very
I
good.
think-
are you?
I
Not
think
too
we'll-
take some hits.
8, 7, 6, 5. Sure, I can give you 5.
Oh, you're too kind.
There we go.
Probably actually too kind because.
Have some 5.
Colin, that word, like a voice in the back of your head. Necromancy. Just necromancy.
Have you tried necroing the Mancy?
I think you know he
Um,
has.
And that's me
Literally
used
buried
up
me to
every
life.
type of move I think I can possibly use. So
Yeah. Whoppa.
oh man, I'm right in the middle of a lot of people now. This might have been a mistake.
Right, well, this guy is gonna go here and whip the captain.
Well.
Oh,
So,
I should mark my.
Yeah, please mark things.
how much damage do I take?
5. Well, it's a 20. That hits you on CAC, right?
Yes, it does.
5.
Okay. What's the guy that next guy hit me for? Because he's got to hit me.
Funnily enough, he's got his gun, so he's gonna try and full attack you. So do you? In fact, you need a melee, don't you? So you don't have a melee.
Not at
Actually,
this moment. I mean, I
Don't
do,
your,
but I
don't your
want him
hands
equipped.
count as a melee?
He'd need to
Could
be
do,
within
yes.
threat range.
So he would.
Yeah, I would need to be within. Yeah, I would need to be square next to him.
Unless he gets really long arms.
Yeah.
Or
Long
heel swipe.
arm.
Heel swipe.
I was gonna say other tail. Yeah. Right.
We should definitely give him that as an augmentation.
2 fire damage. It hits you.
Okay, it doesn't get me in kill range of the fire, which is nice. Right,
Which is actually surprisingly nice, yeah. I was also not far off a crit on that. You rolled a 17 in his d20, so that was disgusting.
I rolled a 17. That's not a miss then.
No, on the roll on the d20.
Okay, he's got his fucking stupid attack bonus stuff. as well.
Yeah.
Damn you, attack bonus.
Those
And your
2.
elves.
Eric bonus.
Then this is against Zigg.
Yeah,
Please don't die, medkit.
I'll do my best.
It's this guy here. A 5 and a 9. Nope.
Not quite.
I hate being so big and bulky. That's what I'm putting on, right? I'm putting on that. Nothing to do with just having the
And then
worst luck ever.
This guy whips
The war hero is out
Lyko.
of shape.
So Lyko, you get whipped.
What's he rolling for it?
Whoopah.
But this is how
A
I go
12
with
and a
war. I just
4.
go
I don't think they hit
behind
you
them
either.
No.
all the time.
So I
They
think
don't.
Whatever.
he goes to try and whip you, and your blades are stuck in it. So
There's an epic anime duel you've got going.
yeah. Dun 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 dun.
It's
dun,
just
dun,
Drow
dun, dun,
versus
dun, dun, dun.
Undead, so it is pretty fucking edgy.
Yeah. Fucking serrated metallic whip versus bone blades from your wrist.
Bone blades.
I believe it is Zora. Please take your 6 fire damage.
Okay, right, so I'm
On
back to death
3
range again.
health.
3 health again, yeah.
As you scream like, "Merkit, I'm on fire!"
Okay, Swift to drop my gun. Swift to drop gun, let's see here. Swift to drop gun. Yes.
Swifty drop gun.
Oh, yeah. 1 of 3. Screw it, I just got my photon again. Screw it. Well, let's do it.
Charge up the light cannon.
Charge of the light cannon.
I'm going to. No. I've
Honor
already,
the light
I've already done it. God damn it.
What did you want it to be?
Shouldn't have done.
Did you want it
I
to
was just
graviton?
going to graviton.
No, have it
Yeah.
graviton. That's fine. You're still in that moment. It's not like we've moved on.
Graviton.
Oh, okay, because it's actually a much better idea right now. Probably should have done it earlier, because you'll see why in a second when
I
I
know.
ping it. Probably should have just my full action. To be honest, that would have been a better idea as well. Stellar mode. What?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
But it's fine, everything's fine here. There we go. Who's the worst hot again? I
You.
like them. I know me, yes, absolutely. But there's nothing I can do about that at this point. If I've only got a stim pack or medkit, I don't buy any of that stuff. Is that something I could use right now?
Don't think any of you bought that shit, did you?
I deleted it from the shopping list.
Oh my god. Wait, let me see the short list. Please tell me. I did see you buying them, and I had the idea of buying them, but
No, I
didn't.
I
hate
favoured the
myself.
plasma cannon.
I hate myself.
Favour the
No matter
road,
what, I
travel by
actually
fuel.
forgot something else I had.
It's my cannon.
What kind?
Right, let me see here.
Use my
I'm just gonna.
I've got umbrellas.
You
For all
do
the
need to
same,
have umbrellas.
Enough for the whole party.
I'd love that.
Let's go for the incendiary grenade.
Oh god.
So, Matt,
You're just gonna hold it in the air above you.
this office gonna go like within range of hitting these two with it. I'm trying to remember where that would be.
How the hell do grenades work?
Just 20
Four.
foot range.
20 feet. So
So basically, where that starts would get those two without getting you.
yep, there then, basically.
So what is the AC of a floor tile?
I don't know.
So teach me how grenades work,
Let's
guys.
check.
I think it's just it's just an AC against these two guys, and it would be an EAC since it's fire.
Let me find out.
No, because to me that's an AoE and it would be reflex saves. Mathematically. So, how do grenades work? Let's learn that. At least, if anything, we're learning, right?
Yes, yes.
I really should get some grenades. I assume they've got flashbangs or
It's
something
saying
akin to it.
Change the damage to target. Attacks in combat either gain
Yes,
substitution
check that
dice
one
or
point.
thrown a grenade or blaze. It's a stab. It's listed under an attack. So
A sec.
Attacks with a thrown weapon. That will be under.
Grenades are thrown weapons that detonate an explosive. Here we go. The DC. Some grenades have additional effects such as blind or entangled. Oh wait, no, that's.
oh wait, actually, I might be cheating like crazy because I don't think I can throw that far. Actually, when I even think about it.
Hmm.
No, the 20 feet is the range that I can throw, I'm pretty sure. What is the explosion? I actually think the explosion might just be 5 feet. Let me see here. Explode.
It was the worst command to type into a computer. So page 245 somewhere apparently.
When using a thrown weapon that has an area effect, such as a grenade, you target a specific grid intersection.
Mhm.
Treat this as a ranged attack against AC 5.
Okay, so it's a grid intersection, not the square.
Yep.
So it's the space between the squares.
Okay. It's kind of...
Batch between the squares.
Yes, it's 5 feet, but it's a 5 feet explosion.
Is this on the incendiary grenade?
Yes.
What
That means it's only going to hit one person, doesn't it, if it's just between squares?
yeah, because it needs to be on the like the actual grid lines.
Well, what if I hit right this grid line here then? Would it hit both? It's 5 foot between.
No,
The DC of. I tell you that's thing.
because it's
Sure.
like he's not in 5 feet.
So this is the level 1 frag grenade, isn't it? Special explode 1d6.
It's an incendiary
15
grenade
feet.
apparently, according to what
Incendiary
you typed in.
grenade, sorry. Yes. Explode 1d6 5 feet.
So weird. I would not
Yeah.
have used that when it was like an intersection. It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. StarFinder.
Well, it's really good for when you've got like you and Zigg next to each other.
Yeah. Not the greatest for now though, but I
Do you
guess
wanna-
I've done it now. So, I'll just see I hit this guy or something. Like,
So you target an intersection, and then what is the range of the explosion? on it?
5 feet.
Where is it in the book? Sorry.
Each creature within the blast radius takes the listed damage but
178.
can attempt to reflex saving throw for half damage.
7 to 8. Sorry, you said.
178.
So there is a reflex save involved.
There is, and it's DC 10 plus half the weapon's item level, plus one of your ability mods.
So 11.
Plus one of whose ability mods?
That's the attacker's. So that's his dex for throwing weapons.
Okay, so
It's usually the ability score that you use to make the attack. I'm assuming it was.
Is it Dex? Isn't it? Can you make?
Did you use dex or strength for that?
Don't
either
know.
way, it would be 12 because I get a +1. So
That at least simplifies that. Page 78. I don't see it on page 78. Are you doing a different book?
178.
178.
Oh, sorry, 178. God, there's just multiple conversations going on. 178 grenades and incendiary grenade Mark 1, yeah?
Yep.
And so you can throw it somewhere within 20 feet,
Yep.
and then it is a 5-foot explode.
Yes.
Cool. Right, okay, so where was your target?
It would be like probably. That's how do you actually? Between these two. Between these two. Can you actually see the rules when I'm doing it?
So where, sorry? There, cool.
Sorry,
Between
that's me.
So here.
Yes, between these two. Like, yeah, between those two. If you can see my
Right,
ruler.
so change your snapping to a corner
Oh, there we go.
and point to the intersection.
There we go. This one.
Right, so there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Right, so it's a reflex save or half. What's the damage this thing's doing? 6?
6, yes.
Let me go to the right instance of the game. Everybody at home who's listening, thank you for sticking with us so far.
So have you combined the damage, the explosion damage, and the burn damage in one?
Yes.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Nice.
Whoopah. So yeah, that guy burns. Anything else, Zora?
I was going to... do you matter what? I'm going to move, and I'm going to draw my dash go at the same time. Doink. And end my turn.
Reflex save.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I
Yep.
die.
This is a +1, yeah.
Yeah, we have plus one. So I'm back on unconscious lane again.
Well, you're not yet. You will be, because it started. turn.
Yeah. I'll probably get hit again as well. So I mean, it's my turn, by the way.
This is.
End of your turn. Next.
Gonna combat tracking that dude.
Cool. I
Oh.
wish I could let you pip things that way. It's
Yep.
it's annoying that I can't without letting you fully control them.
Then I'm gonna shoot him.
Okay. That hits. Yeah.
There we go.
Whoopah.
Yes. Sorry, Captain.
For what? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. It's fine. I'm happy about this.
Just like his head comes off with a plasma blast as you walk up to it with your Doshko.
It's like-
There are 2 left.
You going prone?
I'm dropping prone. Yes. And then I'm gonna do my reflex save.
Yeah. Did you also take your 2 damage as well?
I did not take much damage,
Please take your 2 burning
The
damage.
damage to you.
but then it goes out.
Nice. So you're down to 2 or 4?
4.
And Lyko.
Right.
Stab him.
Every time I do this, it's going to get more monosyllabic. I'm sure that's redundant, but
Mm-hmm.
deal with it. Do those work?
They do, yeah.
Okay,
Imagine they didn't.
that would be horrific.
Yeah, by the way. 2,
Right,
3.
do you
So
just
24, 22 total.
do you want to tell me how you kill him with the second hit?
Oh, nice. I suppose probably we can. I think the chain again, like the whip, probably like he partially blocks the first one, doesn't stop the damage, and as a result of the fact that he's sort of like almost like wedged by the blade being in him, forcing his hand down. Like if he were to force my arm up, he'd probably rupture his own organs further. He's just left helplessly look at me as I shove the other one through the side of his head. Is that a good way to kill him?
You did good.
Properly edgy, like Lyko's looking him straight in the eyes. He just annihilates his skull.
Got some nice blood there for you as well.
Yeah, I appreciated that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. What next?
That is my full action. That is my turn.
Okay. What about Zigg, a D8, please.
Oh. Ah.
Okay, and a D12.
It's exactly the same as last time.
Goodbye.
I'm not sure I want to go there, but okay.
So glad you're not on the other side of the door, though.
Hmm.
That was actually potentially a problem when you rolled his 3 earlier. And I was like, if you roll high enough, you're going to go somewhere else. Mm. So yeah, you appear there. What would you like to do?
Okay. I'm gonna full action shooting stars this guy.
Oof. Oof. So true.
Yeah.
Do it.
So Zora's
Yeah.
dead.
Oh, is he dead?
I'm going.
Oh,
Just
shit,
get
yes, I
unconscious.
forgot.
you're
Unconscious.
not
We
actually
can
gonna
revive
be-
him after.
You're not going to be able to touch me anyway. Like,
Yeah.
so
The temp.
Wait, how far away are you?
50 feet. You need to use your standard and your move to get there.
Yeah.
Assuming, I don't know, in fact, the Zeus can move further. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'd have to use everything to get, so I can't actually do anything for you.
I think
Sorry.
you reach out to touch to put out the fire and vanish.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're doing it. Okay. Boop. So that's the first one.
What am I looking at here? So the first attack, well, it's an auto hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's still spell penning.
Yeah, it's
So
fine.
they can still.
So that
Okay,
is
cool.
2. Oh, let me just. There we go.
There's the second one.
Another 2.
And there's the third one.
5 that time. Cool. Not bad.
Is that
They all hit. They all. You get
I
smacked
sip my
about a bit.
tea
Uh-huh.
and
So does that look like you appear up at the big kind of locked bulkhead door? And what do we see?
yeah, he kind of just. I think he had like the full intention when he was kind of over here to kind of just continue patching up the captain, you know.
Mhm.
I think he was kind of mentally preparing his
Eulogy.
his spell there, and just like as you said, sort of kind of like went to reach out and then just phased over to here, and then just got really frustrated and just went. And I think he kind of glow kind of slightly and just see the only person that you can actually hit, that isn't, you know, a friend. Because he's just kind of frustrated and really peeved off. He's no idea what's going on. He kind of overwhelms all this emotion, so he just kind of just unleashes like this small bombardment of really bright mini suns.
Yeah.
Raise the
let's
sun.
see.
Booshk, badooshk, badooshk, just like that.
There you go. Perfect. Right. This guy. Who even? Probably the rat that you shot.
Well, that would make some sort of sense. I shouldn't have given away all those hit points.
Does an 18 or a 19 hit you?
Both do.
Okay, 9 on the first hit, 2 in the second.
Ooh.
We need to get you some proper armor.
So yeah. Well, I mean, if you've bought me that armor, then maybe. Yeah. So that should be. What was the second one? Sorry, did you say 2?
Yeah, so 9 for the first, 2 for the second.
Cool.
And some laser blasts shoot past. Pew, pew, pew.
Owie.
Yep.
Totaling 11.
Yeah.
2 1s. 2
Cheat
1s
code.
and a 9.
Dear God. Um, right.
This is my chat show.
Zora?
Okay.
Do I just
Down is -3.
and then can you do it on your turn or do you need to wait?
Let me see. I don't know, man.
You should have learned this. You knew it was coming.
If your hit points reach 0, you're dying, you immediately fall unconscious, and you take no actions. While dying, you lose 1 resolve point each round at the end of your turn. If your hit points reach 0 during your turn, such blah blah blah, as from an attack of opportunity provoked. You don't lose a resolve point until the end of your next turn. This continues blah 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 blah.
Right, so essentially, you get to do nothing right now, is what I heard there. You go read that and learn it, and then we'll work on it. However, you are still burning. Because I think, did we work out if that ended when you go down? I don't think it does. I think you just burn.
Let's have a look.
So work out what Zora can do with resolve points and when, what we're calculating, and also about burning.
Okay, so somebody can run up and do the whole first aid thing to me. You can stabilize against him.
Alright, but let's have... I'm assuming we can retroactively adjust numbers for Zora if we need to. Let's have Nyx take his turn and have other people ideally look up the stuff for you.
If you're dying and have enough resolve points, you can use them to stabilize. If you're stable, you can use resolve points to regain consciousness.
Yeah, I'll move tracking onto that dude.
Thank you.
I think I want to design a spell effect for you, which is just a tracking icon.
That'd be really nice.
I think I'm just going to do that and you can move it.
Yes.
That's a way better idea. Thanks, brain. What would it be called? A site? Maybe?
Welcome!
Ugh. Ooh, those are ones all over the place.
That's a bad mess.
I think I can spend my resolve. I think I can do my resolve.
I don't think you can do it instantly though.
The embarrassed plan's slowly crawls back into the gun.
I am very grateful for
I
having
think
the
it says you
conserve
don't take actions. I think that part where you fall and you don't take any actions, I feel means you can't on your first go. But again, feel free to find a rule that says otherwise. Give me 2 seconds to see if I can find something for you. Did you mess up badly, I take it?
I rolled ones on the attack and the damage. As I said, I'm grateful for conserving.
Yeah,
And the ultra capacity battery.
yeah, you've set yourself up pretty nicely with that gun.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The only annoying thing about it is it can't make full attacks.
Yeah, but that's still okay. That's not the worst.
Yeah.
It's a nice trade-off.
So hitting more reliably is better.
Yeah, I was going to say here for long haul. Crosshair, that's the word I was looking for.
Crosshair.
I'm getting nothing for these tokens. You might have to find me a PNG crosshair that I can use, or some kind of cool sci-fi target box.
Choose the zodiac symbol. There's a crosshair, right? Not my fault. I didn't make the symbol.
The symbol made you.
Don't worry, guys. I wasn't born 50 years ago. It wasn't me.
Oh dear.
I've never been to California.
That's what somebody who has been would say.
If you're dying.
I am absolutely struggling to find these rules. I found an alligator.
I mean, haven't we all? It's one of those days.
Yeah.
Searching through your drawers, you find alligators just screaming. Alligators can't scream.
I mean,
Don't know why. I don't know why I said that.
maybe they scream on the inside.
I'll be resigning in shame.
Right, so I might use a variation of this. Let's just see.
Wait, what's flat-footed again? I always forget.
Yeah, that looks alright.
Alex, you remember things. What's flat-footed again?
What's what?
Flat-footed. What does that
Footed
compare
is a -2 to AC.
See, he's so good at this.
That's why they keep me around.
The only reason, apparently.
Yes. I am the android.
I genuinely think that flat-footed must apply beforehand.
Apply before what?
Before you do the attack. It's a Chaos Star. You've made a Chaos Star.
I've not made it. Right, Alex, you should be able to control that.
If I've got the right thing. I do not appear to be able to control it.
What about that one?
Nope. But I can make one myself
Can you control
from
it?
the list.
So weird.
Do you see it?
Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
There we go. That's alright, isn't it?
Excellent.
And it's
I have control.
good. Right, I'll get rid of the pip on my guy. It's just more efficient that way. I don't need to deal with your shit.
I have control of my shit.
But yeah, if anybody else needs things like that built, let me know, because we can obviously mess around. Just like spell effects and templates and stuff, I can make them public so people can drag and drop them, because I do that for my D&D stuff and it's super handy. Right.
Okay, so you can still just heal somebody to stabilise them as well. Or to get them
Yeah, like a generic medicine check or some shit, right? So, right,
well,
okay.
you can do that. You can just use a healing spell, apparently.
Oh, shit, I've got this
Your
here.
goal was a bust, wasn't it, I believe? Let me just
Well,
go
it
back and look.
says... So he immediately falls unconscious and can take no actions.
Right, so
My goal was a bust.
But it also says you can spend a number of resolve points equal to 1/4 of your maximum on your turn to immediately stabilise.
on your turn.
So, yes.
So, falls unconscious, can't take actions.
But this isn't an action. It just says you do it on your turn
Yeah. That is
to immediately
weird.
stabilise. Yeah.
I mean,
What they need is a flowchart on this.
I mean,
yeah.
you definitely. I mean, you can do it to stabilise.
Yeah.
It's
Like, I don't feel why you couldn't do it just now. Like, that seems fine.
Yeah,
you spend-
and then you can do the stay in the fight thing, but that specifically says at the beginning of your turn.
Right, so
That thing
ability
stabilise
then.
doesn't say
Right.
at the beginning of your turn.
It's not ability then, so I would stabilise this turn, then next turn I could get up. Is that right?
Yes.
So technically on the last turn, so if we ignore next and taking a turn, you could have stabilised on that go. So do you want to have done that?
Yeah, sure. What
And
is
it's a quarter.
Five. Is that 1 or 2? Because I know it would
Uh,
round up or round
do
down.
you round up or do you round to the bound?
Oh fuck! What's their rules for rounding?
I think it's down.
When in doubt, flat out.
Round, 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 round.
Like a record, baby.
Right, round.
Right.
Right, round, round, round.
Welcome to the
Jungle.
StarFinder ASMR podcast.
If a class feature ever required, always round down unless otherwise stated.
Cool. So you go to
So
3.
about 4. Or 4. 3.
Yeah, you'd go to 3.
What?
No?
How many points do you have?
I have 5.
So you go to
Right.
4.
So
Is it
Go
4?
for it. Okay, cool.
yeah, just round
'cause I
down
don't
lower
think
number.
A
I
quarter.
don't think I'll lose a
of-
resolve point.
A quarter of 5 is 1.25.
Oh, so if we round
Round
down,
down.
he only loses. Yeah, that's fine. I was rounding down the resolve points.
I was just wondering
Yeah.
if you were like taking into account the resolve points it ticked down for me being unconscious, but I don't think that happens until my next turn.
No,
because
that's
I'm
on the
curious.
next go.
No, because you're no longer dying, so that's fine.
Okay. Are we good to go?
I think so.
Because I'm going to attack this dude. I don't want to do it while
So
people are still
actually-
making rules decisions.
Yeah, so
So it's 0 HP now, if I remember right.
I'm not sure. You tell me. Alright, so unpip things.
I will
Yeah, you're on-
post-stabilize into it for you, so you know.
Cool. Right, okay. So next, anything else you're doing?
Nope, that was my turn.
Lyko.
Cool. I'm going to trick attack on the tracked one. So that's pretty obvious who it is. He's the only one. So I can move up to 40, so I'm more than enough to get to him. As part of my trick attack, I will be making a sense motive with a +4. So 27.
Against what?
20 plus his combat rating.
You mean just CR?
Yeah,
Yeah, cool. That's challenge rating. That stands for.
challenge rating. Sorry.
Or at least it should if it doesn't.
Crit.
Crit. His crit. Yeah, you've got higher.
Okay. So, if you succeed, deal 1d4, and it's 1d8 after level 3, and the target is flat-footed, so he's got -2 AC, and is just generally kind of a bit fucked. So let's do 1d8. How do I roll again?
/R space 1d8.
Thank you. So 2, and then I will make a normal attack.
So is this 2 damage he takes?
Yeah.
Cool. Right.
It's not stated as part of the attack, it is stated to be
I hate
saved
that I can
separate.
control this thing because it's just going to get in my way.
And that's against his AC -2.
So it's -2 first, and then a 26.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
a 26 hits.
I guess that's a hit. Yeah.
Cool.
That was my first successful trick attack.
Also, you've actually crippled the combat tracking.
That's glorious.
Combat tracking.
It's flat-footed.
My crosshair.
If anybody's interested as well, while you're dying, if you take hit points damage, including from being on fire, you lose 1 resolve point.
Yeah, it's the
about to
resolve
say, why did I
economy is
even-
rough.
Yep.
Stabilise, because I'm about to go unconscious again at the start of my turn.
Okay.
Unless somebody helps.
I have used my full action, so
anybody
it is
can
my turn over.
Nobody is helping the burning Vesk.
I can't do much.
Zigg D8.
If you take damage while unconscious but stable, you are once again dying and no longer stable. Have fun.
Yep,
Aha.
just wasted a resolve point, basically.
You'd have lost it anyway.
Yeah, but no, I'm going to lose 1 extra.
No, because otherwise you'd have lost 1 at the end of your turn, and then you'd lose 1 from the burning.
But we're
I
not
don't
going to be. I'm going to be blunt. It's going to reach the end of my turn, and then I'm going to lose a resolve point.
No, because you just stabilise again for
you
another
do.
1
Yeah.
point.
You just
It's
stay where
a
you are,
sequence
Zigg.
as well, actually. It's got a sequence.
I stay where I am. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is there anything useful I can do?
I'll be right back. I'm just going to stabilise when it hits my turn.
Okay.
Be right back. Just gonna go have a wee stabilisation. Be right back, guys. Using my resolve points. Sorry, I don't.
Exactly. So
Please kill this last guy and then save Zora.
okay, cool. Right.
Or
So
just
I
save
can
Zora,
I
if it
can
does.
move. Oop. How did I? Oops. I can move to here,
Mhm.
and then I can mind thrust him from there.
Okay.
With mind bullets.
That's telekinesis, Colin.
How about the power to move you? Move his brain. That's what you're doing, right?
Yep.
With a bit
Where's
of a
my level
mind
1 mind
thrust.
thrust? Here it is. Level 1, please do something. Badoop!
So,
Just move this over. So we'll save or half damage on that.
Yeah.
No point even rolling.
dead.
Right. Your turn.
That's that's all I can do. I go prone.
Just drop to the floor.
Yeah, no, Zigg's like he's absolutely like just mentally, physically, and just emotionally knackered. He has no idea what's happening. He just like last ditch effort runs over and just throws his mind just kind of downloading the entirety of the sun into this dry basket case, and
Imagining your brain like popping out like a pop-up puppet from one of those wind-up boxy things, just boing,
just
smacking into
launches it. Yeah. And yeah, so and like at that point he's just kind of like flopped on the floor and just
Oh god. That just gave me a brilliant idea for an orc character who uses mind thrust in close combat.
It's just called a headbutt, really, but
Says, I cast mind thrust! Bang!
the drow are dead in this particular instance.
Oh,
Zora, it's your turn.
I die.
I want you to take
Cast death.
burning damage, please. Minus
Minus
6.
6.
Lose
Minus 6.
Lose a resolve point. Because you lose
Lose a
on your
resolve
turn,
point.
don't you?
Yeah.
What's that? He would spend it on his turn to stabilize again.
But he took damage while unconscious.
Yeah, so it just moves him to dying again. But he doesn't lose a resolve point for that because he's stable.
Okay.
So he only loses the point for the damage if he's dying at the time.
Right, okay, cool.
Because he bumped himself into safe.
So
Which
is
why
there
makes
any
sense
point
to
in me
stabilise.
stabilising right now?
Yeah, because otherwise you lose 1 at the end of your
Mhm.
turn, and you lose 1 to the damage. This way you're just losing 1 a turn instead of 2.
But wouldn't Zigg be able to come and heal me? And then
Zigg's dropped himself prone.
oh
And
yeah,
is
I
having a
don't know if
panic
you heard
attack.
that part.
Ah.
Yeah.
Also, you need to mark yourself with
He's a little freak.
Just toppled over.
Okay,
Also,
so I
the
stabilise again now.
Calum, mark yourself as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the boot.
I stabilise as well now. There we go. And I guess
That'll be
I
why I
want
can't find it.
somebody to put me out. I suppose that's the only way
Right,
forward.
what?
What's for the dead? What's for the blood? What's for the blood? What have you done, Lyko?
Everything has been brutalized.
To be fair, only one of those I think was in response to me.
Yeah. Almost just a guy's brain being splattered.
There has been
Yeah.
some nasty
To be
drown
fair,
deaths
I
today.
splattered the other guy's brain too.
So,
Yes, you did.
are you stabilized?
And also, I'm out of spell slots, so
Stabilised.
So Nick stands
Sorry,
up
I'll type in. Stabilised.
and walks over there.
Unpick the dying thing for you then. That's what I'm waiting on.
Oh,
Next.
Yeah, so I stood up and walked over to the captain.
Why are you blind now? Why are you blind?
I guess you made that blind, didn't you? It looks like unconscious did. Sleeping did.
I think we just know you're unconscious. That's for dying. There you go. You're fine. Just be on fire, please.
It's be on fire.
Alright, so what are you up to next?
I stood up and I walked over to him. And then I realised I used both my actions, so I'm just sort of looking at him.
As he burns.
Unless I can swift action to put him out.
No. Lyko.
You can stabilize the dying creature and keep it in place for resolve points with successful blah 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 healing. Stabilize.
I love that
Visual
you're looking at your PDF, but like, how do I fix
Like
the
it as
burning
well.
captain? Mostly I should
Literally,
Listen
do
to
not know what I can do. Like,
go over and use your action to put him out.
okay,
Yeah, it's just putting him out of stopping
I
the
just
fire.
realised I have stabilize as a cantrip.
for fuck's sake.
Don't worry, he'll
What
stabilise
What
himself.
range is it?
It's 25 feet. So you know when I said I have no useful healing ranged anything?
At least you chose the panic attack path instead.
I'm so
Okay, I've done my turn. I make Cap unburn.
Yeah.
And now he is stable.
Unburn thyself, Captain.
And I take it Nix and Lyko are just staring down at him
I was patting him down.
with your bone swords.
No. Obviously, as I moved over, those sort of ways shake backwards, so it'd be.
No, you cut the fire really fast.
So anime.
Right, okay, so that happens. Zigg. D8,
Hi.
D12.
Oh God, are we still doing this?
We aren't. You are.
Well, no, yeah, I am.
We're doing this forever.
This is just your new thing.
This is my thing. This is it. This is my life now.
Dramatic.
So you appear there instead. Yeah.
Zig's starting to freak out a little. By
Starting
a
to.
little, I mean a lot.
Right, okay, cool. Zora. Are you gonna attempt step 2?
Yeah, I guess. So, 1 point. Heal to 1 point, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, ow.
Which, realistically, right, see, compared to other systems, this is nice for this part of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is, it's maybe a bit complicated, but it's way nicer than like in D&D when you're like, oh, I guess I just roll for 3 times and see if it's bad or good, and hope for a 20, whereas you can auto-stabilize, then heal and bring yourself back into a fight if you have to. That's nice.
Although, of course, bring yourself back into a fight reduces the risk that you're going to go down a splat the next time.
Not if you're quite good at dodging or whatever, but yeah, it depends what you're up against. If it's goblins, you know you're fucked. So,
Yeah.
Dragons we can do, but
yeah. So what does Zora say when you come back to?
Are those hobgoblin bastards?
Filthy
It's
hobgoblins.
too hard to say anything. I think he's in a lot of pain. Ow.
I'm assuming that's more like actually groaning than just literally
Yeah,
saying,
he's groaning.
Ow.
He's groaning.
Well,
He's groaning.
Be in character then. Be it. So yeah, what do you do?
He's probably grasping his sides,
I looked I looked at
coughing up
Nexus.
some blood.
Can you do anything about this? Gestures towards burn marks.
not without a small hospital.
Huh. Didn't bring one.
I didn't
Zigg.
think.
Hmm.
Why are you in the ground?
He's just kind of like taking deep breaths.
Like, am I gonna
was-
stay here? If I think, will I move?
Yeah,
Whisper-
it's like it's
Whisper to next, like, he was definitely standing up when the fight ended.
Zig, it's good to see you again. Can you assist with the captain?
I think Zig would slowly kind of get to his feet. I was like, why can't I select Zig to get rid of this thing? But there we go.
Were you on the
Yeah,
measuring
he'd
tool? Yeah.
slowly get to his feet and just kind of like brush himself down and just look up, kind of half defeated and half like really
Also
happy to see
defeated.
all this right.
Half defeated and the other half also defeated.
Yeah.
Yep, so happy.
All defeated. Yeah, so I reckon he'd
You can move over if
I
you want.
can,
Like,
I
if
can do
you-
my I can do my 10-minute healing nonsense. Do you have 10 minutes to kill?
I think we can kill 10 minutes.
You killed a lot of
Yeah.
drow.
So there's a 10-minute rest.
Do we want to withdraw at this point or stack up on the doors?
I think we're here for what we came for.
You are not.
Well, we got part of it.
Well, part of it. I mean, I'm probably coughing and spluttering as I'm saying this.
I recommend a tactical retreat, Captain.
I would nod.
Zig nods. Oh,
So let's
Oh,
see
sorry,
before
that was-
Zig agrees. We need to do a flashback.
oh no.
Yeah. So, flashing back to when the Radiant Supreme was walking towards the teleporting circle in the solar temple, as he was sending you forward.
Mm-hmm.
He says that he's sending you to himself, because he can only send you to where he is.
Oh god.
So maybe through the heat of battle that was lost, hence why you were a bit like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good. But maybe now the clarity is coming back that,
I think
yeah,
Zigg's eyes would just widen at that, and he just kind of like completely speechless, like just all the the breath would just leave him.
so you just can carry on your conversation now. So tactical retreat, Captain agrees. Lyko? Also, Zigg came
You
from
know-
behind you guys.
We'll get to that. Don't you worry. Yeah. So we don't know we're gonna get another chance at this, right? We can't take it for granted. We'll be able to walk in the front door again.
And you
I
did
would hardly
promise
say we were
MO.
able to.
Kind of cough. And say it, yes. But do you know where the Queen went to now? Because last time I checked, she went through one of those. It's like a wormholes. But he would probably like once in pain. As he says wormholes, because he's in pain. Lots of it.
I shrug.
What about Zigg? What is Zigg saying?
Zigg's trying to say something, but he can't get the words out. He's like, and he's starting to freak out a lot.
Calm your nerves, medkit.
Um, this is horrible. Oh.
Ah, you came in and saved the day? Why is it horrible?
I might be gone.
Cough. Gone.
I'm being moved.
Where to?
The Radiant Supreme.
How?
He can only move me to where he will be.
Sure. Oh, that makes sense. It all seems valid.
Yeah.
But you seem to be right here now.
Zig kind of looks around, kind of half expecting to like disappear at any moment. He's kind of like really freaked and spooked, and he's really like concentrating on like.
You don't hear the Radiant Supreme's
Not.
voice anymore, by the way.
Oh, good.
You heard it like through all of that, but not anymore. Maybe when you stop and think about it. When
Think
you're
about it, it's gone.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess when Nick says you seem to be here now, I think he'd like kind of go, I do, yes. And he just kind of look around and kind of like, grab his like own arm, kind of like half hugging himself and just looking around and looking up and down and.
I get. I'm Lyko sort of like looking around, surveying the scene, like trying to make himself seem very casual as he asks this. Like, I guess it's been a rough year for you then, kid.
like, I mean, a year hasn't passed for you, Zigg.
Yeah, that's Zig's like very confused. He's like, year?
Ha. Yeah, I guess time travel. That makes sense.
Sorry? Any of this is supposed to be making sense?
Sure. It's been a while for us. Obviously, he's left forward a bit.
Huh.
When were you in the Lore Spire, Zigg?
It's a good question. When was he in the Lord Spire?
Relatively. How long does it feel it's been
Relatively.
for him? I mean,
Like,
Yeah.
maybe, like, if you've blacked out, maybe a couple of days? Maybe less than a day?
Okay.
Maybe 2? It's hard to say.
So maybe a couple days. Maybe 2.
We've been looking for you for, well, just about a year now. You went missing that day in the Lost Spire.
It's been a tough search.
I'd kind of hold my side and cough as you say that.
I think Zigg's eyes are sort of like darting like between like every member of the crew and just kind of like really like, trying to like decipher whether or not this is just some sort of weird joke that he doesn't understand, or
Yeah, okay.
if he's, like-
there's a way you can do that mechanically.
I know there's a way.
It's also worth, I don't know if you noticed, but Lyko and Nyx might look different.
Yes, I'm trying to like find out like discrepancies.
Nyx
I
has
am
no
wearing
eyes.
sort of heavier armor, and it did make swords come out of my arm. Although, I mean, I could do that before, but you didn't know that.
What was the thing you were saying there? Repeat that.
So Nyx,
Yeah.
Nyx has new eyes. Like new cybernetic eyes.
Mm.
Specsavers.
I think it's one of those things where, well, I suppose I could do a thing to see if
Yeah, I mean, it's,
how much he notices in the differences and discrepancies and stuff. Noticing stuff.
what did you get, sorry? I'm on a different page.
It's still wrong.
Let's have a look.
I can't
Medical
find my skin.
stuff. Cool.
Percepzione?
There it
Absolutely.
is.
Yep.
That's some good perception. Well perceived.
I've been perceiving stuff today.
Yeah. That's pretty good.
Yeah. I feel like it would kind of like feel like when you when you like dream a place that you've definitely been in. It's like a kind of like weird combination of
Mm-hmm.
of different places, but it makes sense at the time. I think he kind of gets that, but he's like only just starting to notice that things aren't quite right, and he's like only just sort of seeing the sort of differences between what he's used to and kind of got comfortable with. And now Nyx was, I don't know how different his eyes are, but if his eyes are pretty different, he's going to be a bit spooked by that.
He's got weird electrical crackling around his skin.
Oh, okay. Zigg's definitely taking a step back from everyone,
Actually,
And,
Nyx is looking quite different.
kind of freaking out a lot.
Also, your hands are all that weird silvery way as well.
Yep. How is it? The ears are different. Probably not noticeable. Looks about a foot taller. As a plasma cannon.
Yeah, like, isn't a fucking bitchin' suit of armor, to be honest.
Yes, it looks awesome.
Yeah, it is pretty
He's
damn
had
cool.
a
I'm wearing Eoxian armor, I forgot. That's
Yeah.
sort of
You've
probably
got-
somewhat relevant.
You get Sindael's house colours, as it were. Yeah,
Yeah.
which I do love to bits. I like that you went for that. Yeah, cool. And yeah, what's the final thoughts on that conversation? How do you resolve this? Because are you staying? Are you going?
If we stay,
Da-na-na-na-na-na-na.
we're gonna have to tread more carefully.
Yeah.
Understatement.
Zigg, you wouldn't happen to know anything about someone else being kept here? Assuming you were kept. How to put this? Do you know anything about Edgar?
I think Zigg's
It dawns on you that you've left him.
yeah. He kind of like has that like when you feel like you've done something absolutely terrible and someone's brought it up and you've just realized like oh, I completely forgot about that. And he goes,
Poor bastard.
and is sitting there going, oh, I left him outside.
I love the idea that's what you say. I left him outside.
He kind of puts his like hand at his head and he kind of looks at the ground and he scratches and he's trying to figure out how to resolve this, but there is no resolution to, being
Outside.
space booted.
Huh. Okay. We did have information indicating he'd be.
Yous have had yous can, if yous really want, yous have got two choices here, right? Really. So the equivalent of waiting in this room for 10 minutes, and then kind of guaranteeing never ever being able to track the Queen, right? Or making a go for the door, as in forward, or pulling back, and thus giving up on Edgar, the Queen, the Egg, the Supreme.
Well, not exactly in the great shape, mind you, but I mean, tough decision.
So forward, stay and rest, or back.
I vote for stay and rest. Forward is almost certain death at the moment.
I agree. I think we at least need to stay and rest. I mean, we can maybe press in.
Lyko looks down and notices that he's probably not looking great himself.
Nobody's paying for us to die as heroes.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't sign up for heroism. Sure, I take the point.
Heroism, yes. Dying, no.
It's not just the Queen that's at stake right now, though. I'd kind of look at Zigg. Cause, yeah. In fact, do I know that actually? I don't know that yet, do I?
Know what?
The Radiant Supreme might be here.
no, he did say you can only send me
Oh, he
to,
did say that.
come
Okay,
to-
right, cool.
to him.
Then I would say
so
that.
you can make the leap of assumption that Zigg's been sent here because one Radiant Supreme sent him to another. Maybe.
If the Queen escapes, then we can still find information to track her. But we can only do that if we're alive.
I'm kind of. I mean, I'm in no fit shape to press on without at least take a couple of minutes.
An MO
Okay,
will
look at my
expect
scorching armour.
results after a year. Just so you know as well.
I don't. Emma was the least of my worries.
Alright, this particular second, sure.
Appears, slaps you for 1 damage, disappears.
Still not particularly entirely loyal to the crazy woman.
I think we need to recover our stamina.
Yeah, agreed.
yeah,
So-
I mean, obviously,
So,
out of-
I mean,
So 10-minute rest and then press on, or 10-minute rest and retreat? That's what I want to know.
Try and 10-minute rest and press on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Try and find
Agreed.
some-
Right, cool. Just want to fix your statuses for 10 minutes
yeah,
in the future. And then
mark off and resolve.
Oh wait, I don't even know. That's not what I did. That's an hour of rest that I've done. How much stamina is it your thingy for a resolve?
One stamina. Sure.
Is it one?
Sorry, The one all
Run
stamina.
this all
Yes.
to regain lost stamina up to your amount.
Yep.
I thought it was an hour's rest, but I guess it must.
Sorry, it's 10 minutes.
Must be something
Yeah.
else. It's no. It must be
One
something
resolve
else,
point to
it's
get all your stamina, and
everybody
reset
wanna line
after
up?
you
Oh,
notice.
that's what it
Everybody want to line up at the front door? The forward door, even?
Yeah.
No.
I think during this 10 minutes, I think Zigg would have just been sat there going, like, year?
I would take this opportunity to reload my sniper rifle as well, just in case.
Yeah, well, you've had 10 minutes to do stuff.
Does anyone have any healing?
I do now. Oops.
What?
Oh, well, no, I've got my, like, 10-minute healy thing.
Oh, do you want to
What
do
is the
that?
10-minute healing thing? Yeah.
Who would like it the most?
I'm on 4 HP.
Put to the cyber boy.
Zora's on one.
Is there only
Okay,
one?
yeah, well, there's
But
also...
I've played chewed up all the healing. I seem to need that, I suppose. I've just been absolutely wrecked.
Okay, right.
Can I recommend the Enforcer armor?
I can't wear heavy armour.
Ah, okay.
Something I'm unable to. An Ebrutu, unfortunately.
It's not bad.
Because of the solar armour. I mean, the solar armour, I'm just like I'm not exactly a quick out the gate class. Like, that's
Yep.
just, it's like,
What is the healing you're doing total?
So 5 hit points
5
for mystic level. So I'm what level? I don't know, I'm 4.
3 or 4? I can't remember. 4.
4.
I was gonna say you should know
Okay.
this.
He heals 20 HP.
So up to 20.
Okay.
Nice. So the captain, yeah.
Yeah.
I love your medkit.
And
This
I
time
shall
I
stand
will
behind
give, this time I'll give you a pat and heed, because giving you hugs at a character, I'll give you a pat and heed.
Are you standing there, Nix?
Yes.
Not like a cool hero pose across the door, no.
No, it's sort of just looming over with a plasma cannon.
Cool. Ever done their 10-minute nonsense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Didn't have much
Cool.
to do.
Can you
Other
give me a computer's roll, Nix?
Choose. Let's try it. Here we go.
nice one.
Okay,
Don't like that.
that's unpleasant. I schnick to my arms. Just so we're clear before anything happens. As soon as he sees that,
Shield up.
This thing.
Egg creature.
That's
Unpleasant.
gross.
And we end there
Oh no.
on a nice dramatic pause. Yeah.
Oofed.
I hope you've enjoyed combat so far.
it was fun. I was
That
nice.
was
I
actually-
to
that
do
was
some
really
fucking
fun.
damage as well.
That's some beefy damage.
I've done nothing.
Yeah.
So
I actually healed someone.
So yeah, every time you were not in the other room, that guy was just killing Drow. For the pit, there was about, what, 8 bodies or something around those tentacles. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely job.
Dang.
What do you want to call the session?
Fuck.
this is fuck.
Bells, and magic wells.
Are we just going to go for let's do the time warp again?
No. No. Stabilizing.
I mean, I feel like it's maybe not the most punchy title. Pressing on.
Yeah.
There's a... What else we got? Right, so I'm going to just throw in some random ones. Pressing on. Stabilizing. Stabilizing. What else we got? Moving mystics.
I do not know.
Burning Zora up too. What else? So mostly it was walking in, fighting Drow, and then a Zigg, and then walking into some horrible weird death corpse monster.
Something plasma cannons.
Something.
Death Corpse monster.
There was a lot of fire. There was a lot of fire involved. I think every one of these were on fire at some point.
Out of the fire into the fire.
Into the fire.
Into the fire is actually not a bad one.
Into the fire. Let's go to
Out of the fire into whatever that is.
Yeah. Out of the fire, out some more fire.
Don't know.
Into the fire, I don't mind. I don't mind it.
I like
Yeah.
that.
Into
Yeah.
the fire.
Into the fire. Because the sun's technically fire, so...
Yeah. I like technically.
We
yeah.
didn't start the fire.
But the Zora's burning. Anyway, let's just go with Into the Fire, because this one's a hard one to name, because it was just
Yeah,
combat.
it's a really hard one to name.
What about just Zora is useless at combat? That should be just been the fucking name of the title.
So much for the war
Did
hero.
you just claim like all like the war hero victories of some other guy who just died?
No, that's the whole thing.
Stolen Valor. That's the next chapter for rediscovering Trilogy. Trilogy? Orgy?
The truology. The truology.
I guess like, I don't know. Is this like a thing for like the actual recording, like getting a short explanation of actually the heroism thing? Because is he actually a hero? Like he basically got some like bullshit Solarian like vision that the Swarm was going to attack, and he like just so happened to save a bunch of people. And then he was like getting like this war hero title was like a mockery by his people because like he helped save like a bunch of the enemy because
Yeah, so like
Aye.
the end up that the Vest could see was that the entire like capital of the enemy system, aka Absalom Station, would happily just have him sat fully armed in an office full of their leaders. So they went, we'll do that. Here's our diplomatic corps. Its name's Zora.
yeah.
So they made
Wasn't it for any
diplomatic
like pure combat accomplishment or anything like that? It wasn't because he was actually an amazing fighter. It was just like pure happenstance.
Basically, he was a weirdo that got a vision.
A weirdo that got a vision and then got used as a scapegoat, like a sort of like middleman to like keep the Pact World peace between the Viscarium and
Yeah.
Pact Worlds.
Right, so, Nico. Thoughts on the session?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
How we screw D20s.
That's the way to improve your luck, yeah, curse the dice more.
But that's what I was asking for it, right? Maybe that's what it is. I'm not cursing it enough.
Okay.
Alright, I'm not saying fuck it enough. Every time I've done a fuck it move, it's worked. Alright. Supernova worked.
We'll see next time.
Incendiary
Yeah.
grenade would have worked if I never knew it was in bloody intersections. That's so weird.
I think the trick is just supernova as soon as you can, right? And let it start recharging, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like, just...
I didn't want to hit next. That was my problem.
Yeah,
I
no,
just
I-
never
Let me know
wanted
next
to
time.
hit
I can jump that way.
The thing is, now that... See, because you haven't really had combat dynamic as a group, though, now you know stuff like that you think, right, if we can bunch these guys up a bit, we know to keep out of the Vesk's way. I think for whatever reason, though, we just need to go and improve your melee capabilities as well, somehow.
My melee capabilities are just as good as my shooting capabilities. What a shit.
Yeah, so when I said improve, I didn't
That's
think I was
absolutely
wrong.
That's the worst part about it as well, is I'm pretty sure I've got a better attack than everybody.
Probably.
Like, because I'm the one that's got like a 1 attack bonus per level,
Mhm.
like I'm getting like a full attack per level, and everybody else has got like 2 attack bonus now.
Yeah, but this is
Yes,
why you
I
roll
mean-
high when you're negotiating with dragons, right?
And I'm a charisma based. That's what you've got to remember as well. I'm a charisma primary. Like,
I mean, with my combat
I
tracking, I'm a full.
Gale once I get actual offensive spells, but I don't really get offensive spells until really late. So like, yeah, I kind of just need to rely on a stat up. I need abilities. That's what it is. I need some ability
Yeah.
scores.
Yeah. So, Alex, this session.
I love Zora being on fire. Um,
I'm glad Larry's done.
and yeah, I did enjoy the little anime duel that we had going on. That was not very sci-fi, but very, very Colin.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So it was nice to see some of the abilities coming into action.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to actually see people flex a bit in combat.
Mm.
Eh?
Yeah, and I did like bringing out the heavy armor for the first time.
That was
Properly.
good. We got to see a fully armed and operational Nyx.
And next, when they've taken his rat.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Give me that.
Just for clarity's sake, I did pick up my gun and it was 10-minute rest. Just
Okay.
for clarity's sake.
It's on the recording. It's canon. Don't worry.
And then, Colin?
Well, no, I really enjoyed getting to do that with the bone blades. I kind of hoped like I could do something sneakier with them to unveil them the first time, but it was kind of cool to do as you say, sort of walking up to the blinded foe, just sort of unsheathing, and then sort of obviously the way the turn sequence arrived makes it quite artificial. But in my head, it's sort of like as he sort of regains his vision, it's like like that's the moment that Lyko reaches him. I like the when I don't think I described it as well as I could, but my idea for like the final killing blow with the 2 attacks of the full attack hitting was that essentially like he would be trying to block, but the first hit would have gone through anyway, and he's sort of like pinned in place with that one and helpless as the next hit comes in. And I just loved that idea, and I sort of emphasised Lyko sort of looking him in the eye at the time, because I wanted to get across the sense of cold-bloodedness, which maybe hasn't always come across with Lyko's character so far. He has generally been a pretty amicable person, sort of like not someone who really conveyed yes, that is exactly the sort of thing it would be. But yeah, he's always come across as what he, to some extent, pretends to be, and to an extent is. Like, it's not entirely insincere. A lot of Lyko is genuine, but he's always sort of treading that line between sort of who he is and this heightened version of who he is that he finds it useful to pretend to be. Like a work persona, right? Like the friendlier version of yourself that you have to be when your employer is telling you. So it's like that sort of thing where I wanted to convey also that there was a ruthlessness, that he wasn't just capable of violence, that he was capable of really, even in the heat of combat, that was pretty cold-blooded, right? That's a nasty way to end someone.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know this is coming, you can't stop it. And not just doing it quickly, just precisely favour getting it done over getting it done quickly. And I liked that because it just felt very operative-y. It's like, right, I've got the kill shot, I take it. Which, again, was what he started around. So I like getting to explore that side of Lyko, show you why this guy is someone that maybe people hire to do missions like this. And also just it was cool getting to use his undead weird shit. I had a lot of fun just doing a bit of combat, because obviously this is a Ryan game and we haven't done much.
That's why I give you some session of it.
I also enjoyed the fact that it was really messy, right? Like
it was
once
not a
we
use
learn-
hero walk in. It wasn't that, not at all.
Yeah, no, it was not at all. But over time we will get there, and that feels appropriate, right? our fights are still pretty messy and chaotic, but once we have fully explored our characters, once we have more abilities, I think it's going to get a lot smoother, and our synergy is going to increase, and it's going to be a lot more like that. But we're not quite there yet. We're still relatively low level characters. You know, we're 4 out of 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're a fifth of the way through. We're not high tier by any means, and we shouldn't be wandering into like a heavy arm facility and effortlessly slaughtering them. Not that you should be doing that at level 20 either, unless it's a low level facility. But yeah, so I enjoyed getting to have this messy, brutal combat. I liked that we got the band back together. That was fun. And the weird sort of interaction of mechanics with story, where people were just like going prone. I'm getting up. I'm going prone. Imagine how that looked for the dark elves shooting at us.
Yep.
It's like, just lying down and
I mean,
getting
why
up.
do you think they switched to whips at certain points? Do you know what I mean? It's like, I'll just whip you, I guess.
Yeah.
No, it's
So,
Still didn't work.
it was weird, messy, and a lot of fun. So that was good. I look forward to seeing what we do with the big spooky boss.
yeah, it'll be good, definitely. There we go. I think I got to use a nice couple of images each there for this. I think the Hela one looks better than the Loki one. I'm just
The
saying.
Loki one is probably like more Lyko in his overall aesthetic, but the way the swords emerge from
Yeah.
Hela is very close to what Lyko would do.
Yeah.
If it helps, when I say a sword, because the bone blade is pretty non-specific about what it actually is, you have the normal one, which is an operative weapon, and you have the two-handed one. So I have the normal one, obviously. You have to imagine it's something fairly sleek that can be used pretty quickly, but it is described as slashing. So
Yeah.
I'm imagining it as being sort of
Maybe a foot
not
long,
quite,
right?
not like rapier thin or that, but fairly thin sword. Obviously, it maybe doesn't look quite perfectly swordy because it's organic.
As organic as it classes as,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, it's undead augmentation. Well, it's not augmentation in this case; it's evolution. But imagine if evolution made a sword, right? That's what it is.
Actually,
Imagine, if you will, Tyranids. No.
this is Zora.
Actually,
Because this actually happened.
yes. This was one of the main scenes.
It was indeed.
For the benefit of the listeners,
Gifts.
I'm not telling you.
Yeah, that's all. Just gifts. Right, what about you, Calum?
I love just flinging some spells around.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it's good that you got to do that.
you went all in as well on spells.
Finally, I did. I used all my spells.
Well,
I
George might
really
wish me.
enjoyed actually healing for the first time.
Yeah. Also, you're in the same place and possibly time as the party.
Yeah, it's kind of just mentally less strenuous. Tell you what I really did like though, when I was back with the Radiant Supreme, and it wasn't until I was like, kind of thinking back on it, like during combat, is that the Radiant Supreme looked older even though it was in the past, and I was like, ooh.
Well, older than the last time you seen him.
No, yeah,
So,
but like,
yeah.
it's just oh, there's so much.
I mean, it's time fuckery, right? It should be
It
hard to
is.
keep up with.
It's horrible.
And you know it
But I
must be
love it.
before a certain point in time because the egg is there, right?
Yes.
So,
The searing egg?
the searing egg.
Preparation of egg?
But yeah, that's pretty much
Um,
what I've been... Oh, carry on, sorry. On you go.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I just love that you know, all of my hit point damage was self-inflicted.
It's true, actually.
Zora did more damage to me than anyone else.
I think I done more damage to everybody than like the elves combined. Nothing that
It was
fight.
so spiky though, because I was either rolling like a 6 to hit someone or a crit. It was quite
Good on
spiky
you.
on my side.
I'm
think this system
literally
is quite
half
spiky.
health right now.
Yeah, I think that's been the Pathfinder criticism in general. is it's either a hit or a crit because you need to roll.
Very boom or bust, and similar to what people say about early level D&D. Like, I've never played high level D&D, so I can't talk to that. But definitely that criticism rings somewhat true of the early level stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah. You should play more Dungeon Crawl with us. We'll give you some experience in it. It's definitely an education.
Well, I've got a couple of characters that I want to
Mhm.
play D&D. That Drow cleric.
But before we go off topic too much, though, was anything else to add, Zigg?
Sorry.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Other than just everything, it was nice. It was nice to be back.
It's nice to be back, wasn't it, guys?
It's good to have you.
In
You're a
general.
discussion boy.
Yeah, indeed.
No, but seriously, you worry us sometimes.
Yeah. Well, on that note, then I think I'm good to end this here. Thanks, whoever is listening anymore these days. Cheers for that, and stay tuned for probably more combat next session.
Yeah.
Godspeed.
So goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.